Welcome. We fit everybody in frame. This is it. This is the last session. I am just as loud as always. Yeah.
Making sure it sounds alright.
So let's see. Yes, we have 12 people here. For those of you who are unaware, we didn't catch it on camera, but the Owls gang did dissolve at the end of their last session. With Marshar's tugboat and Ashton siding with the Crows, and with Shiva siding with the Scotland Stars army as Edward Sullivan retired. So we don't have everybody playing their normal characters today. Marshal Kerrigan, despite siding with the Crows, is only working on the gun business, so Ethan today is playing Tugboat, the lovable Hull. Meanwhile, we have Amy, seeing as Fieldor is dead, will be playing as Brig Brooker today, which is excellent, everybody's favorite ghost. Meanwhile, Nathan, in absence of Edward Sullivan, is playing Eddie Icebox.
Hey, I'm Eddie Icebox!
Eddie
Icebox!
Now, you guys can't really see this on the camera, but these people are like 20 feet from each other. We've got this big monster rig set up here because we don't have real recording. Actually, I'm going to show them.
Give you guys a sense of scale here. Let me just walk from one end to the other.
Oh, yeah.
He's almost there.
Look at that.
Is he a friend?
Wow. So yeah, let me show you guys what we're working with here. Look at this fucking thing. This is absolutely absurd. Okay.
We got the fucking contraption.
What happened?
Oh, mother's watching.
Small.
Holy shit. Ryan's
Small
mom's
quantities.
That's epic.
Acceptable losses.
I misfeed.
Hello.
Okay. So,
Unacceptable.
right, yeah, we're all here, and somehow we managed to coordinate 12 schedules. We started the stream on time. Technically, we did not advertise this as starting at 2, but we pushed it back, and now we're here. So let's see. It's the final round. Where do we kick this off? Okay, I think I had notes for how I wanted to start this. Like, minimal notes, but I actually did have notes this time. All right. Oh, by the way, for the viewing audience at home that didn't capture Bowling Street stream, there's a new rule added for this session where if you run out of stress, instead of traumaing out, you can take a level 1 harm instead of additional stress. Meaning that a lot of people can choose to die rather than trauma out. So everybody be thinking if your character would rather retreat or die for the cause.
Well, we know what the Scotland.
I think at least, I don't know, Jay is cool. I don't know if you guys are planning on
The
this.
duel, baby.
Hey, how much trauma does Eddie Icebox have?
One.
Okay, cool.
Icebox said he has 1 trauma iced. Okay.
One of them is cold. Yeah,
That's
that's one of
cold,
them.
yeah.
It is cold. Said he's cold.
Alright.
I love
So let's see here.
Yeah.
Let's get rolling. Yeah, so I'm going to try and keep this session under 2.5 hours. We'll see if that manifests. This is going to be very chaotic. I have not run a session with 12 people since 8th grade. This is going to be a hell of a thing.
That was not true.
Yeah, that sucked. Hopefully this is better than 8th grade 12 people session. Josh is here this time. Josh, I love you. If somehow you're seeing this, I love you. You're excellent to have around. Games that slow down sometimes.
Gandalf the Grey says that the mic for the DM is a little wag, just to let you know.
There's a mic specifically for me.
No, it's just since you're in between the 2 mics.
Wait, so are you picking up on both? Because that's hilarious.
Hey, so should we do just one mic? Am I coming too far up? Because I'm gonna do it.
Because you're gonna talk so much.
What you might want to do is just move a
Yeah.
little to that direction. Or like move it towards us.
Yeah. You could take that one
Start
and
pacing.
Gandalf, how does this sound? I moved approximately 3 inches to the left.
That's the
Right?
The other thing you could
Your
do
left.
is entangle yourself. You could get one of the
James,
mics, put them in the middle, and put it on this full circle pattern. Because the thing is, you're in between like your dead zones where they're not picking up any audio.
Really?
Oh,
That's
James
Matthew.
Speed.
I'm speaking.
Yeah.
What's up,
I'm
Matthew?
speaking and I'm
Audio
speaking.
engineering stuff, guys.
James, you gotta pick your side.
I gotta pick my side.
You gotta pick a side!
Dude,
James
before the final
side's
fight,
fine
the DM
with me.
sits with one of the 2.
Pick a mic and maybe put it like.
I'm like a
Sounds
dog
fine.
choosing between
It
its 2.
I don't think so. Well, that actually, that might work. Hey, did
Look.
anyone hear what Ethan said?
We could. pick one of these mics, put it up here, and like turn up the gain or something?
I beseech you, please.
That was the original plan, but then it's a little iffy.
Do we want to? Which one's better?
I think this is fine.
That one is probably better.
Okay.
You sound fine, James.
I sound fine. Is Gandalf trolling me?
I think he's fucking with you, dude.
I thought he was a wizard, not a troll.
Do we know Gandalf? Is that something we know?
That's one of my friends, Matt.
Hello.
Is that on Omni?
I don't know. Weebly's been. I think he's been watching
This
the
one's
recording.
muted.
He hasn't been in this. He hasn't been live.
How do you know when this one's muted?
Just
What?
unplug it here.
How many of the 7 viewers are in this room?
Rip
by
it
the way?
from.
Huh?
Rip it.
Okay, please rip it.
Okay.
Oh, look, it's Bryn and Emily.
We should invite them to join the stream.
More
I know, I need to watch the stream.
too many
I don't think they would want that.
No, probably not. I don't think we'd be interested in seeing it.
You could sit in this really hot room and watch us.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna get real warm in here.
Okay, let's see what's
Hi.
All right.
All right.
Hold on, before we, how does this sound?
Probably pretty good.
Probably as good as we're gonna.
Okay, so did you say this is
Sponsor stream.
From the screen.
Okay, that sounds a lot better. Yeah.
I'm upping the gain.
Go ahead and up the game.
That's max
Madden
gain.
says one of the viewers is us.
I think that's better. Yeah.
Oh, are we all together?
Hold on, can I take a
Oh,
picture?
that's really nice.
You should tell them all to
Come
sign
on,
in
Take a
on their
picture
own.
of this.
All get on
Each of you get on a
Yes.
separate device. Pump those numbers.
Hello.
Just listen on one, but all of you join on a
All right. So, do we want to get rocking and rolling here?
Yeah.
I actually, is our audio solid?
Yeah. Okay.
It
So
sounds the same.
Trying to find the word, like.
All right.
it's a bit better. It's just like whenever somebody's talking, like everybody else has to quiet down.
So, Crowsfoot, as a district, has been under siege for nearly 2 months, 120 days at this point. The Imperial military and navy have thrown down this blockade, and the people of Crowsfoot are starving. The population has been basically obliterated by disease, hunger, and gang war. And as we open on the final session of the War of the Crow, we begin on board the deck of the battleship Paragon. Right, we see Lord General Orville Baldry.
Point of promotion.
He worked his way right up. Yeah, we see Lord General Orville Baldry standing on board the deck of the battleship Paragon in his pristine uniform with like 40 medals, like just a grid of gold and silver on the left of his torso. Right. I mean, he's sitting there. He's got like a Napoleon kind of hat on. You know, he looks like a Napoleonic era commander, right? And he's like looking through this like Sparkcraft spyglass out into the district of Crowsfoot. And his lieutenant approaches and he says, "Sir, what is it you're looking for?" Baldry turns and he says, "The rats are fighting. Trapped in our steel cage and in the desperation of circumstance, they've turned to cannibalism." "Cannibalism, sir?" "Aye. The strong eat the weak, Jackson. Even with invasion on the horizon, the paltry squabblers of Crowsfoot are eager to sort the winners from the dead." And with that, we cut to the River Dosk, a large, sort of half man-made, half natural canal that cuts right through Crowsfoot District. It's a shot from above, and the dominating feature of the cityscape is Conway Bridge, this huge brick and steel structure that stretches from one side of the River Dosk to the other. And what we see are flashes of gunfire all across the city along the River Dosk. This is the front line that has been drawn for this war. Both sides need to secure capture of this bridge. The Scotland Sarist Army's territory exists in equal parts on both sides. If they don't secure this bridge, they have no way to keep their supply lines going. And if the Crows don't secure it, they have no way to attack one full half of the STA. In short, if one side seizes Conway Bridge, they essentially win. And if neither side is able to secure a victory here, well, then you are divided and conquered by Orville Baldry. But your teeth, it all ends here. We cut down to one side, the eastern half of the River Dosk, or the western half of the River Dosk. We see Drahaslav sort of down in this old sort of industrial segment. There's warehouses to this side and the River Dosk to that side, and a large temporary structure of sandbag and brick has been built up alongside this end of the river. We see in the background a couple of lantlaks and red sashes side by side, muskets in hand, running to take firing positions and throw lead across to the other side of the river. Drahoslav is leaned over a map and just pointing to various positions when one of the twins, acting as a message runner, walks up and hands him a sheet of paper. He rips it open, he rips the envelope open with his teeth, takes it, puts it back in, hands it back to the messenger, gestures to his aide, and begins walking. And this all takes place in sort of one shot. The camera's kind of following Drahoslav as he's walking through, and soldiers carrying crates and supplies and injured parties are going to walk from either side of the camera. And he's going to step up onto this metal staircase, up onto a catwalk that takes him on top of the buildings lining the river. And he's standing fully straight up as bullets are just whizzing around him and pinging off of the railing as he steps down. And it's like a 2-minute long sequence as he's going across the entire Scotland line over to their checkpoint on the western end of Conway Bridge. And while he's on the way there, he's going to pass this sniper's tower and bang his handgun twice into the side. Sergei is going to open a hatch from above and climb down. They continue walking and they go past this triage tent. He's gonna turn and call over, and Jay Steller is gonna drop a vial and shatter it on the ground next to a dying patient and jog up to join the party. Drahoslav is gonna he's gonna turn and begin looking for the ghoul, and then he's gonna turn to the side and he's standing right there. And the four of them are going to begin walking, and Drahoslav is going to stop, and the other twin is sitting there at a desk when the first one runs up and hands him the letter you handed back to him. He's like, orders from Drahoslav, and the other, what are the twins' names? Dmitri and Mikhail?
Antion?
Antion. Yeah, Antion takes the letter from Mikhail, and, or Dmitri. Dmitri says, orders from Drahoslav. And Antion looks up and sees Drahoslav. And he says, sir, they are just on the other side of the bridge. Listen, she's getting up for big offensive. It is now or never, comrade. And as you're turning, Dmitri has sort of assembled all of the various soldiers of the Scotland Tsarist army, all of your cohorts, save for the lampblacks and red sashes who are out fighting the rank-and-file crows throughout the city streets. Everybody is just sort of bringing their best here. And I believe for you guys, this includes your two-headed ghost dog, and your eel. Those are both in spirit bottles. The skulks, the remnants of the Silvernails are sitting there with their spears and nets and scimitars. And next to them, billhooks with big butcher's knives and, billhooks. You've got the twins and their rovers, the heralds that have been delivering propaganda. You guys have Marlene, the pugilist, standing there, fresh from one of her bouts, and of course, Eddie Icebox assembled as well. All of the elite of the Scotland Tsarist army, that's probably 30 to 40 people, all stand there on the edge of the River Dosk, and they all turn to you, Drahoslav.
We all knew that this day would come the moment that Lissa rose up to her seat of power. And for us, we knew that this moment would have started some 20-some years ago when the Empire first set foot in Scotland. Lissa did not give any of you a chance to join her side or to survive at all. The same way the Empire did when they first invaded Scotland and called us their inferiors. And you choosing to fight is not what binds us together. You not having the ability to do anything except fight is what makes you all, no matter from where you are born, is what makes each and every one of us a Scot.
And there's going to be a cheer that echoes throughout.
Yeah.
And there's going to be an uneven cry, drown them in blood throughout, as a little bit of a drizzle is going to pick up and begin cascading down over the assembled Scavs. We are now at the perspective of a telescope as drips of water slowly spatter down on it. We cut to see Lissa on the balcony of the Crow's Nest, the large, ancient abandoned watchtower which sits just at the other end of Conway Bridge. Her lieutenants are assembled there behind her, including the dragon, and of course, all of her friends and comrades in the menagerie. She turns and she says, I gave them all a chance, but it seems they want to play hardball. Looks like the Scavs are lining up to take Conway Bridge once and for all. I don't think we can exactly allow that to happen. My orders to you are simple. Kill them all. Yeah, it is. Now,
You all got this, right? I'm gonna hold down the fort here. Yeah.
And now you guys stand there at the top of the crow's nest, like most of the crows are like grabbing rifles and running down to go skirmish with the lampblacks and red sashes that have been dispatched throughout the city. And I believe you guys have assembled with you an equally large number of cohorts. The butchers are not here, but they're on call. Like, the butchers are firmly on the side of the menagerie, ready to be called in. The peacocks, are they rovers or are they? They're rooks. They're rooks. They're rooks.
The peacocks,
The old zookeepers that now do all of the schmoozing and consorting, are all holding big chains that are barely containing Fedya the Aruvian tiger, who's just like clawing out to jump off of the ledge towards the bridge. We've got Sasha the Hellhound sort of lying down on a carpet, gently playing with Grim the cat. Behind them, silently ticking, is Tugboat the mechanical hull. And there, lurking in the corner, eyeing the dragon, not sure whether or not to trust him and his other lieutenants, is Steiner the assassin. Now at this point, it's assumed that there's about like a few hours between now and the battle where all of you are doing your preparations. We don't know what those preparations are yet. They're going to be in the form of flashbacks. A lot of the drama of this session is going to be reliant on good flashbacks. I'm not going to be able to regulate the drama here because I have no NPCs. But now, as the drizzle, I don't have NPCs under my control. I have these cohorts, but you guys need to tell me what to do with them. And so, as the drizzle begins to turn into a storm, begins to turn into a thunderstorm, the perpetual night sky is slowly lit up by streaks of blue and purple, as a torrential rain begins to pour, and both sides square up, ready for the battle on Conway Bridge. Somebody had a question.
Oh, I had like my subminute thing. Yep.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, go ahead. Yes.
Okay. So, Casper's probably still just like looking out, kind of next to Aslissa's just like looking in that telescope. And Casper's just gonna kind of look out and let himself get absolutely drenched in the rain. It's gonna start to steam off of his fire skin. And he's gonna say, you know who I feel bad for in all this? It's the Spirit Wardens. I've got a lot more work to do lately and a lot less people to do it with.
We've been keeping them busy for quite some time. I need somebody to keep them in business. I consider it a community service.
I look into the ghost fields.
Do y'all ever think about
It's all I can see. There's more death in this town than there is life left. So Knight's just going to put another thumb on that scale.
Well, after tonight, there'll be less killing. After all, we'll have run out of targets. And she turns to the battle and the assembled, dozens on both sides, ready to charge.
You know, I catch myself wondering every once in a while if things had gone different, would we still be here tonight doing this? But I think this is how it was always going to go. Because this is just who we are, you know? When the sun died, it took the good world with it. And we're just the ones that got left behind. A bunch of psychopaths and egomaniacs, swinging our blades in the dark.
I'll end the stream.
That's my thing.
I was going to have another line, but yeah, that's got to be the end of that. We don't get to hear Listen this month. That went too hard.
Stream's over, everyone.
Stream's over. Alright, that's gangster. That's gangster.
He said the thing. He said the name of the game.
So, I'm very glad to be in the middle here because it's getting a little warm, but I'm the furthest away from all of the fun. The fan is pointing at me for some reason. I feel great.
Lounging
No.
on the couch.
Yeah, I am in a full suit though because it's laundry day. I didn't have anything else to wear.
I thought you were just
That's the only reason.
in a full suit for the,
Oh no,
the
this is
beauty of the game.
I was at a historical conference and I didn't have time to change. So
I thought it was sleeping too. I was like, wow.
no, I didn't drip to the nines.
Classy event.
Yeah, no, this is coincidental, but I wouldn't change it. Okay, now we begin. The thunderstorm is kicking up. Right? Everybody has all of their assets in tow. I'm expecting lots of flashbacks. The two sides squaring up, ready for the assault on Conway Bridge. Now, I cannot drive the drama here, so I need to know. Who acts first? Oh, you have something.
Yes. Just to let you know, at some point during this battle, I will be having Everett use foresight on 2 people in this fight. Can I tell you who?
I will allow it if any icebox takes 2 stress to start.
Sure. Can I flashback for the Google mines?
Probably when somebody's running down the bridge.
Do you guys want to run down the bridge?
So yeah, who's flinching
Yeah, it's in front of
first?
us.
Right now we've got this big standoff of both sides just staring each other down on opposite ends of the River Dosk. Who's making the first move? 18 viewers?
Oh.
Well, some percentage of them are us. Yeah.
Wait, actually 18?
That's gotta be fucked, right?
We gotta start.
Holy shit,
Wait,
yeah, this is
hold on,
gonna be big.
Yeah, people are viewing.
Jesus,
That seems
that
really
might
high.
put us at like number 2 in tabletop because nobody streams on that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah, welcome.
Sorry, hang on. Something. All blades in the dock.
Yeah!
Someone's asking who's allied.
We'll put it in post.
Yeah, this is the menagerie here.
This is menagerie
that is
in front of
Tugboat,
us.
who is a robot that works with the owls. That is the sniper for the owls. Over here, Eddie Icebox is a lamp-black hitman who's worked with the STA for a while. That is Shiva, the mechanic of the owls. Hope you're all caught up. Now, I need to know who's making the first move here.
Stop me.
Boat, big gun. I think put the
Okay.
big gun on a boat.
That's what we'll do.
Sell me.
I am on the riverboat.
The Alzarat, the plundered drug-running vessel of the Red Sash
It's the
Gang.
desert.
The Desert Flower is the translation.
And I am up on the front, probably some Skav goons behind me.
Well, are you bringing a cohort here? This would be a good time to use one of your like you have rovers. The twins have rovers, so they're very good to use in piloting and manning a boat.
Yeah, the twins will be here.
All right, so you've got
All the
Dimitri and
sailors that we have.
Artyom and Dimitri on your flanks, right? They've got shared custody over the wheel.
Mm-hmm. And we have all the sailors that I recruited.
Yes, the twins lead a gang of rovers. There's probably like 10 people crewing this boat right now.
I would like to have the Red Hawk mounted on the very front.
Holy shit. Alright, so the Red Hawk being spun up, right? The battle on Conway Bridge, like, you know, both sides have sent out skirmishers. Like, in the background, there's lampblacks and red sashes and crows all just firing ambiently at each other. And, like, as this is going on and all of the scoundrels are, like, you know, in the dugouts ready to charge, we hear over the River Dosk as we pan around and see the Alzarat vessel. You know, with have you renamed the boat? Is Alzarat like painted over with something? SARS Vengeance.
SARS Vengeance.
The SARS Vengeance slowly begins to cruise down the gentle, inky black waves of the River Dosk. Over the sounds of the engine, you can barely hear the whirring of the M1 Red Hawk. Who is your target?
Who can I see on the end of the bridge?
Well, let's see.
You target Tugboat.
Oh yeah, Tugboat is definitely visible.
Okay. It's Tugboat.
Are we starting off with Tugboat Drahoslav?
Why not?
Do you draw
All right, let's see here. Now, I would like to point out the section on player character versus player character is one paragraph in this rulebook, and it kind of starts with "Don't do it."
Yeah, the game is not designed
And that's
for it.
all this session is going to be. So I think
Alright.
I'm going to give you position and effect. I'm going to let you roll. You'll take consequences, and then Tugboat gets to do the same. So you can take consequences and then be hurt by the other person, right? Because this is going to facilitate very quick death, which we kind of need in a session with 12 people.
I will ask James, with the Red Hawk mounted on the front, will this count as going in my load?
I think you're using the boat asset and the rovers such that it does not.
Okay.
But this is those two assets used.
Eddie Icebox wants to be here?
I think I could be here.
Alright, yeah, you're on the boat as well. We've got this big STA assault force on this boat. I'm excited.
Yeah. Guys, you should do a group.
And this is a no-stress flashback because you're burning your rovers and your boat on it.
Not a bad idea.
I think that what makes the most sense is that the Red Hawk fires the first shot of this battle.
Alright, so the Red Hawk whirs up and is about to just belch electroplasmic hellfire onto that bridge. I am going to give you... You're at a distance, but it is also the Red Hawk. I'm saying standard effect, controlled position. Would you like to upgrade to great effect, risky position?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of
All
course
right.
you would.
Now, Tugboat, are you familiar with the abilities on your character sheet? Have you had a chance to read through them?
I
Do
have,
you
yeah.
understand them?
Yeah.
All right. So you have special heavy armor plating that you can tick, and now might be a good time for that.
Another relevant question.
I would
Do our buddies
see if it even
benefit
hurts
from
you
our
first.
crew upgrades? Do our buddies benefit from our crew upgrades?
Well,
They don't really have.
Icebox said he
I am one of your crew upgrades.
I'm currently thinking about
We have assassin break-in +2 free load for weapons or gear.
Screw it. You guys have a thing that gives you an extra action dot, right?
We do too.
Yeah, okay, then do that. Give all of your NPCs whatever relevant action dot there is.
So, 1 action to hunt.
Or no, it's
Deadly.
I'm gonna go force skirmish.
you guys both roll.
Can you not go force skirmish?
What?
Can you not go force skirmish?
No, you can't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Can't go force
Then put the dot somewhere else.
So you have to put it. I'll put it in hunt or
I think finesse.
Huh?
I think I'll put it in finesse. Oh, it's just back. I'll put it back.
Now, Drahoslav. Standard position, or I'm sorry, great effect, risky position is what you're going with here. Now, how many dice do you have on this roll?
4 dice.
Alright, so that's
Assuming it's a.
I honestly, I don't know if I want to say skirmish for this one. I think that wreck and hunt makes sense because you're firing at a distance.
Wreck and skirmish are the same to me. I'm fine with
Excellent. Then we'll say great.
My mom says that you remind her of Jimmy Fallon.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How does armor work? I never got into that as Marchand.
Oh, that was patched out. It's a typo. It shouldn't be on the character sheet anymore.
Okay.
Armor is instead of. I'm sorry. I say that every time someone asks about character sheet. Because I'm an asshole.
You take armor to resist without taking stress.
Yeah.
Sorry, say what?
You reminds me of Jimmy Fallon.
that one wasn't even a joke.
Cost
Yeah. rather than.
But you would mark there and.
I am going to push myself with my special
You
armor.
don't need to use it.
Okay. Take your special armor and push yourself. Get an
And
extra die. And of course, the Red Hawk is a fine quality weapon.
yeah, so that'll put it at 5.
I will offer you a Reaper's bargain, meaning that you get 3 extra die on this roll.
Big fish.
But you die.
I'm
Like you immediately, the gun backfires, but you also spray a lot more bullets.
That's for farmer.
Yeah. Drahoslav dies immediately because the Red Hawk malfunctions, or the bridge is too low and it just.
Normal devil's bargain?
Can anyone else think of a devil's bargain?
Big fish.
Big fish.
Big
Big
fish.
fish.
Honestly,
Big fish break the boat.
considering that 2 of you are on a boat, I'm absolutely offering you big fish.
Big fish.
I don't think 5 dice. The 5 dice is fine.
You're not taking big fish?
I can do it later.
All right, let's queue up.
We can do
Let's
big
queue
fish
up
later.
now.
This dice is the odd one. Oh, this one. It's more red.
All right, I have given this great effect a risky position. So you will be suffering a standard consequence on anything other than a 6.
Yeah, I got one.
Tugboat, grit your teeth.
5.
Oh, no 6. All right, so tugboat. I gave him great effect, and this is the M1 Red Hawk. So you are going to be taking a level 4 harm, riddled with bullets. Would you like to resist that either through plating or standard prowess resist? I agree. That is a correct decision. Please take your special armor box. Note that as a hull, you also do get free armor. So you have a second free resist roll at some point in this session.
Okay.
Now, it is heavy plating, which is special armor, like you are a big hull. And so, while normally taking armor would reduce a level 4 harm down to a level 2, I'm tempted to allow you to reduce it to a level 1. What's our consensus on that?
We want him to die.
Well, that seems about right for a tank.
Yeah, but we
It
want him
does
to die.
seem. It does seem.
That would make sense in
Big,
the
big
robot.
robot.
I think it does make sense, but also we have 12 scoundrels to get through, and so I will set precedent here that I'm going to be generally selecting for more damaging options. Please take a level 2 harm, dented. So, like Tugboat, you're walking along, you're like 8 feet tall. Tugboat is a large, like bronze-colored automaton that's humanoid shaped, with like a big barrel torso and like, you know, mechanical hydraulic arms. And he's just striding forwards and grabs an inrushing lampblack, and like the force of the grab breaks the dude's neck as his body carries forward, and then he crushes his skull. And like Tugboat, covered in blood, turns to the of the Red Hawk as it just rips forward, and bullet dents begin appearing all over Tugboat as he puts his hand out, and like an iron plate is gonna spring out in a circle and it's just gonna get riddled with bullets. And as it rings down, we see the iron plate has been completely melted away, and it's like dripping hot orange from around his hands, dents all over his body, sparks flying from the joint at his neck. Tugboat, you are eye to eye, except about 10 feet up and 20 feet back, with the M1 Red Hawk. Tell me what you'd like to do.
Oh, James, what's the consequence?
Right, desperate consequence. Right, risky consequence. Risky consequence, I don't want to hand out stress because I really like using big flashbacks. Honestly, I think it's overheated and you take a level 2 harm. Would you like to resist?
Yeah, absolutely.
Standard consequence has been a level 2 harm the whole campaign.
Absolutely. How much would armor take me down to?
Big gloves.
Probably a level 0, but I think I've set the precedent that I'm going with more harmful, so I would say a level 1.
Can I roll to resist?
Yes,
and
you can.
If it,
and then you can tick
probably
armor to resist it again down to a 0. Yes, that's allowed.
5 dice.
Is this prowess?
This is prowess resist. Come on up to the dice
Oh,
camp.
have we decided loads yet?
Oh, everyone take heavy load.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone take heavy load.
Light.
You can take medium if you want, and I'll probably give you a bonus die to prowl, but like I want as many cool items as possible.
5 dice.
5 dice. Oh my
I
god.
have 1 in each prowess plus
Awesome moment. Okay, 5 dice.
I got bricks.
6. You take no stress and turn down to a level 1. Would you like to tick armor to go to 0? Okay, take your armor. Holy shit. Okay, Tugboat. Tugboat, it is now your turn to fight back.
Is it dramatic?
How close is the boat?
I'm going to say for a hull, within jumping distance.
Oh!
Jump down, break the hull.
Can I use overcharge, take 2 drains to 1 reach the boat and 2 rip the Red Hawk off of it?
Oh shit!
What's he going for? Wait, hold on.
He's using 2 drain for his I push myself to do something crazy ability, and he's planning on, and I wouldn't allow this in 1 move if it wasn't for that ability, but I'm allowing him to jump onto the boat and rip the Red Hawk off of the tripod. Now this feels like a desperate great roll, doesn't it?
I can resist.
100%.
Desperate great roll. Actually, but you're using a special ability. This would be desperate great roll without that. I'm giving you standard risky, I think. Would you like to go to desperate great?
Yes.
Actually, no, I'm sorry, risky great. This is risky great.
Alright, okay.
Risky great.
Risky
You're
great.
using your ability to increase your effectiveness.
Okay, what am I rolling for this?
Desperate absolute, boat explodes.
Wait, that's good for you guys.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Oh, okay.
This
That's
is
the absolute
probably.
So bad for us, guys.
I think that's maybe skirmish.
This sounds like skirmish.
Okay, so
Right.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I can see wreck.
Yeah.
Let's do
Right
wreck.
makes sense.
All right. So give me. You have 3 dice in wreck by default.
Why did you tell
It makes sense.
It's the same skill.
Oh,
You have 3 dice. You have 3 dice in wreck overall.
He
Man.
gets no bonuses. No
I'm gonna offer you a devil's bargain.
big fish.
I can't offer. Yeah, that's bad.
Army guy.
Do you guys have a devil's bargain to offer Tugboat?
He trips if he fails.
That's not a devil's bargain.
He falls into the water.
The twins hit him.
I'll say.
Everybody swarms
I will say
him.
devil's bargain, level 2 harm as the twins are gonna beat back.
Okay.
Do you want to take it? I don't know that you need the extra die, but it could be helpful. A crit here would be fucking crazy.
I'm not gonna take it.
You're not gonna take it? You have 3 dice?
Alright.
Alright, 3 dice here for a desperate great roll. If this fails, it could be, I'm sorry, standard risky great roll. That's a 6! No consequence. Now, the Red Hawk is going to be ripped from your grasp. Can I see your character sheet for a sec, Tugboat? Thanks. The Red Hawk is going to be ripped from your grasp. Would you like to resist that desperate thing?
Absolutely.
Can I? Because I am here. As Icebox are here.
I'm gonna say no, because this is a bad thing happening to
Can
you.
he help?
Not on a resist roll.
Okay.
I'm tempted to give this, because this feels like it's not a prowess thing. I've been using prowess as resisting physical harm. I want to give an opportunity for other things.
You've never used insight to resist.
I think insight kind of makes sense, right? Like operating the gun.
Never used it
Is
before.
Tinker under insight? That
It
would
is,
that would
yeah.
decide. I think
So-
this is an insight resist roll.
What if you don't you know otherwise just how much dice you get?
You're going to succeed regardless. Yes.
Magnifying glass.
Don't resist.
Oh, so true.
I haven't played.
So can his resist nullify his success?
I think that's what a resist is. Although
So then
although
he
it's
doesn't
not
get anything?
it's not going to fully nullify it. Like I'm going to say the Tugboat doesn't hit the gun, but it can't be fired on the next action. Just so you're aware, you're not fully resisting the consequence. It's basically you're now in a tug of war with Tugboat over this gun.
You're in a tug of war with
Because
tugboat.
just like a resist roll can't fully nullify a harm, it's not going to fully nullify it.
Okay.
Would you
I
like to take the resist?
don't want tugboat having it.
I would have fully agree with you there. Go ahead,
It does seem
Dragoslav.
like
Is
a
there
bad
anything I can do
idea.
to get more than the dice I have now?
I don't think so. No. How many dice do you have?
One.
One?
Yeah.
What about your ability for bravos?
Only prowess, I think.
It's on. Wait, read it.
Oh, two.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it's just
To resist.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ah.
All right, you're losing. This could be bad. 2 1s here would be devastating.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
luckily I don't have any stress, but 2.
Oh!
4?
4 stress. Icebox might want to step in here. All right, so Tugboat, you and Drahoslav, like you come up and rip this gun off the tripod, point the barrel at him, and like Drahoslav grabs it, pushes it up, and it just cuts some of his hair off with fire. Like his hands being singed under the heat of this spinning barrel as he orients it around and tries to rip it from you. And your hydraulics kick forward but stand firm as you guys are trying to rip the gun away from each other. Icebox, you are on this boat.
I dash around the side of Drahoslav, and I'm going to pull out 2 Tommy guns with both hands. And I say, England, bitch! And I'm just going to fire it mags into...
So you've got this Sparkcraft Tommy gun, and you like just walk up and like under your overcoat. I'm gonna say that that's probably a 2-load weapon. I'm gonna treat it for intents and purposes.
Can I actually tick fine heavy weapon?
Oh, you're a cutter. Of course you can. Yes,
And
absolutely.
you do get 2 free loaded weapons.
Ooh!
Okay, rattle 'em, boys.
Hey, Jack. Can you guys hear this that I'm
It's
playing?
by my items.
Jack, can you hear it?
I'm sure they. Wait, we're probably.
Yeah. And I just want to fuck this bitch up.
Okay, so I am going to give you standard risky for this fight roll. Would you like to go to desperate grade?
he's point blank. You gotta go desperate.
You know what?
Yeah, but he's fighting a combat.
He's not gonna live that long.
I'm giving you standard desperate.
Is this skirmish?
I'm sorry, risky death. Risky
Is
standard.
this skirmish?
Yes.
Cool. In that case, yes, I'll go to desperate grade.
Okay.
Do I get a bonus because it's fine heavy weapon?
Yeah,
Yes, you get +1 die. You're rolling 4 dice.
Here's a question: does bodyguard kick into effect?
No.
Protecting a teammate?
Yeah,
No.
that means taking the help.
Right,
It's a specific
yeah.
action you have to do when somebody else takes a harm.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I got 4 dice.
Okay, please go ahead and roll.
Can I steal your dice or?
Oh,
there's dice up there. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Wait,
4 dice.
what is it?
This is desperate great. He's pumping Tommy gun rounds into Tugboat.
So you're probably gonna use
6 is right.
All right. Come on,
All right,
baby.
desperate great. Desperate great.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 5s.
5. Okay.
Okay.
So
That's for
Tugboat.
consequence.
So like he walks up as you're grabbing this Red Hawk, and like your hands are glowing red from the exchange. You're like grabbing it on the heat pipe to rip it away. Your hands are glowing red, and Icebox walks up and says, "Eat lead, Robot!" and like puts his leg on your torso, gun to your jaw, and just begins pumping rounds into you. Like just a bullet breaks through your jaw and begins rattling around at the top as like a few bullet holes are firing out of your head.
Ouch.
And you like with one hand on the gun, other hand searing red, grasp it and claw onto Icebox's face, and all of the flesh immediately melts to bone. Both of you take a level 4 harm. You are rattled. You are tugged.
Can I resist?
Would you guys like to resist? Yeah. Would you like to take armor?
Yeah, can I take it? My heavy armor?
Please do.
Yeah.
It's not heavy. It's just armor. You don't have heavy.
You can't use heavy armor.
You take a level 2 harm. Rattled.
You have to rattle.
Okay.
Because you're
Yeah, I will roll to resist.
And then
You're gonna roll to resist. That's
And
gonna
then
be.
You don't have to because.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be a prowess resist roll.
Yes, which is 5 for me.
All right. This is going to resist it down to a level 2, which can then be resisted to a level 1.
Cool. Oh shit. This is the most amount of die I've ever rolled.
19 people. That means at least 6.
6.
Wow, barely.
That was
All right, 0
scary.
stress, tick armor, and take a level 1 harm tugged.
I think I'm okay with
So like you reach to the side, and Tugboat just like rips your earlobe off and burns away some flesh from your neck to your shoulder. Like superfluous but stinging burns. And you resist down to a 2 with your armor. Would you like to now independently make a prowess resist roll to get it to level 1?
You have 3 dice.
Yes.
That's a good call.
I'll take a level 1.
Let's do it.
It's your best resist.
What's your? Oh, it's resistance.
1, 2, 3, roll.
What is that?
A 4.
4, you take 2 drain.
So doing
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are sitting there battling each other, right? Tugboat is gonna take like armor to the collarbone sort of area, and 1 to the head, and like he grabs and rips off your earlobe and burns some flesh off from your neck to your shoulder, and you know like
you itch!
Like you back away for a sec, light a cigarette, drop the drum bag, and reload, right? And so we've got this 3-pronged struggle here on the boat. Would anybody else like to join in?
Let's see. Does anyone else?
I mean, does that jeopardize?
I'm going,
I think
I
feel like the only other person that could go is probably me. I
think Brick, I think Samandria.
Or Aspen with the sniper.
I'm not going, but I can do it from a distance.
Yeah, you can snipe from a distance if you'd like, and then we can bring in Sergey to counter snipe.
Exactly.
I'm not shooting until I see Aspen.
Okay, so Aspen, would you like to take a shot at one of the exposed goons over here?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Now I think Icebox is more injured, but I think
I've only taken a level 1 harm.
Okay, I think Bratislav has no harm currently.
James, is mine lower down to a level 1 or do I just take
It's
a
at a
2
level
drain?
1. It's at a level 1. You take 2 drain, you pass.
I notably am serving for this shot.
Yes. Now Aspen, would you like to take a shot at one of these 2 fine gentlemen on the boat here?
I would.
Who are you targeting?
Which one?
Luck roll?
Who's more of a problem
Well,
right now?
Narratively,
I think Icebox should die. I think Icebox should be taken. By the way, I think Icebox would trauma instead of die. What do we think?
I agree.
Is Jocelyn?
Yeah.
I think unless that's funny.
He might.
If the death is
I
funny.
only have 1 trauma, so you could take a few traumas before going out.
No, that's not true.
Oh.
That's not on.
I thought we said that we had the thing where like you could take damage instead
harm.
It's like stress.
Harm instead of stress.
of. Right.
Does Dragon still have his hands up like that?
Yes.
I'm in the tug of war, but he's actively shooting.
Yeah, I think honestly Icebox is also the bigger threat right now because neither of them have a win on the gun.
Alright, then I guess I'll go for Icebox.
I'll just go ahead and say, Aspen, if you want here, you can take a foresight from.
I'm not using that here.
But you don't get it later.
Oh, you're giving 1 to each side?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Remove your 2
He's
stress.
giving,
I thought they
he's
were
giving
both
1 to
going
Aspen
stop.
and 1 to Shiva.
You remove your 2 stress, Icebox. Yeah, I misunderstood that. That absolutely makes sense, and I actually really like it.
Long rifle is
Yes. Sorry.
So. Now, what are you doing here?
I'm going after.
So you're in like a vantage point on the east side of the River Dosk in a boarded up building, and you're shooting who?
That's a fine weapon.
Okay, Icebox. Now that's a fine weapon. What do you have in Hunt?
3.
3, and you have a 4th for a fine weapon. Anyone have a Devil's Bargain from the Scav side?
Big fish.
If you guys offer big fish, I will allow you to take it.
No,
If you guys want to offer
Take big fish.
I'm not taking big
Aspen's completely exposed.
Aspen, that would be trading position for effect.
Alright.
I'm going to give you controlled standard here. Would you like to go to Risky Great? Expose yourself a little bit?
Nah, not yet.
Okay, so you're staying at risky. You're in a controlled position right now for standard effect, and you're not trading to Risky Great. Okay,
Is that bad?
I think that's the first time somebody has ever not traded controlled to Great. But you are a sniper. It makes sense for you to want to keep control over your position, so that makes absolute sense. All right, 4 dice. 4 dice. Standard controlled. Go ahead and roll.
6.
6. Okay. So the shot is going to ring out and just course through the air. And Icebox, you are going to take a gunshot to the chest and stagger backwards for a level 2 harm. Bullet wound.
Shit!
Would you like to resist?
Yeah. Shall I just resist?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's going to be prowess.
It,
We have a 5.
is this prowess?
This is prowess.
Yeah. Then I'll go ahead and resist.
So then, while that's happening, are you going to be gearing up for a counter snipe here?
Yes.
Okay.
6.
6. You lose no stress and take a level 1 harm grazed. Okay. Now
I'll leave it.
you can either roll survey to try and get better position, or take a 2 stress flashback to try, or 2 stress flashback to get.
I'll roll survey for now.
Okay, go ahead and roll survey. I'm going to give you controlled standard. Would you like to go to Risky Great?
I'll stick with controlled standard.
Okay, the snipers are playing their hands close to their chests. Please go ahead and roll survey.
+1 for fine hunting rod?
No. Doesn't have.
That's been the precedent.
Is it?
Yeah.
What?
Fine, go ahead.
What happened?
That's 2 6s.
Double sixes.
Oh
Crit.
boy.
I am going to give you controlled great.
Oh baby.
Risky absolute.
Now, Aspen, unbeknownst to you, like Sergey has been sitting in this tower, meticulously scanning back and forth.
Not in a tower. I'm in an apartment building.
Oh yeah, in an apartment block, and he's gonna zoom his scope in just over their head as like Aspen's sort of poking out of the window to take a shot down. Like the report rings out, and Sergey's like, "Gotcha." Bam! You have a like controlled great hunt roll here. Yeah. You want to take a devil's bargain, big fish?
I do not want that.
Do it.
I won't. 4 die.
Risky absolute. Risky apocalyptic.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. Aspen, you are going to suffer a level 4 harm headshot. Would you like to resist with either armor or prowess?
Yeah, I'm doing armor.
Okay, please take armor and suffer a level 2
Really
wound.
big helmet.
Ear blown off. Would you like to resist that?
I would like to.
Okay, please go ahead and roll prowess to resist down to a level 1 grazing blow.
It feels so nice to have a PC that can actually do combat.
Yeah.
Because Everett can't.
I know. This is so nice for me.
Me and Ethan have been struggling over here because both of us are socialites.
You said prowess?
Yes.
Roll 1.
It's nice to be able to actually shoot things.
Roll 1.
Alright, you're going to take 3 stress as the bullet grazes your ear, shoots off. A lot of earlobes getting shot off today. As a little blood is going to spatter behind you. Alright. Now, as the storm continues to build, I think it makes sense to this point to cut to below the bridge, where the two opposing, like, electricity kind of destruction characters are shaping to get a vantage point on that boat. Would we like to do the Ghoul Oleander fight?
I would love to do the cool Oleander.
So, you two are currently in like the support structures and catwalks below the bridge. Your respective sides have sent you in to get a vantage point on the battle that's going on over that boat. Like, you're walking out with this big Tesla gun.
It's like proton pack. Like,
Yeah! That you've built expanding on your undergraduate research. And as you're walking down the catwalk, you see some ambient electricity flicker off fingertips down at the far end of the bridge. The Ghoul, you see the glow of a proton pack on the east side of your goggles. As the Ghoul goggles are activated. Now, at any point, somebody from either side could announce that they're joining into this fight, by the way. And this applies to everything until you've announced everything, okay?
Professor Ghoul. I read your book at Charter Hall.
Do you know?
Hold on.
Do you know how many ghost quizzes and ghoul exams I had to take?
Thunder roll!
It just sounds like the vine boom.
It does qualify. Now, you guys square up, your proton pack charging, your Ghoul getting ready to flow, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom. This motherfucker!
Be right back, folks.
He's taking a piss
I was gonna say, I will also. I think we should just look at the other guy.
We're gonna take it in on this here.
Hey, we should all switch to the other side. Just
Oh my gosh, this is so fun.
Here, does someone want to go to the we'll be right
Ethan,
back.
what switch?
Actually, yeah.
We can try to do some shenanigans. We can try and use dice.
Oh, this is.
We'll be right back!
Who went away?
Well, like half of us left. So
Oh, alright. Did we have a
We are
mass
so
exodus?
bad.
We're still
So
waiting for-
fucking bad.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Heidi.
Oh, we're waiting for Heidi? We're going away again.
We just switch it.
Absolutely, yeah, you're right, because everyone currently here.
Yeah, because Heidi's in it.
Yeah, we're not gonna wait for
Here she
Heidi.
is.
And she's back.
Alright, and Heidi's back
There we
anyway.
go.
Okay, cool moment.
I wonder when.
Cool?
Okay.
That wasn't good.
Listen,
Giving him too much power now.
Ghoul? Alright. So, Ghoul, Oleander. You guys sit there, you've had your exchange about ghost quizzes and ghoul exams.
Cool eel.
And what are you doing? You're gonna throw down the eel?
Ghost eel.
Go! Against an electroplasmic
I'm gonna blast the eel.
That's a really genuinely bad idea.
Okay. All right. Good point. I'm gonna.
Now, let's see. Who does it make sense? I think it makes sense for you guys to act simultaneously.
I think
I'm
so
gonna
too.
go.
What
I
about?
surrender.
What if we have a
Oleander would shoot a surrendering man.
What if we have a 4-segment clock that starts with 2 filled in, and if it gets filled, your beam hits first, and if it gets emptied, your beam hits first, and we have like a Dragon Ball style. Yeah! What do we think of that?
I like that.
Now, I forgot to make the clock overlay work with this.
It's okay. We'll update them.
Yeah, I'll keep them posted. I'll keep them posted. I need a pencil.
All our puns are so bad. Here you go. Ready?
I'm ready.
Dang, you're so close.
All right. Let's see. What do we want to call this?
I don't think
Let's say GBZ.
I kind of want to call it Ghoul Beam.
I feel like it's beam struggle.
Eddie, what are you doing over
Battle of the beams.
Battle of the Beams.
Tugboats on our side?
What?
Oh hey, wait a minute.
That's a binder.
It took you so long to know.
I mean, if I was gonna jump ships, you know.
Hey, I'm getting the
I want to jump off the ship like you.
All right.
Move back.
So I have filled this in halfway.
I want to go back over there.
Okay.
Now, how the fuck do we determine who acts first in the beam fight? Like
No, you roll at the same time. You roll at the same time.
Okay, do we want to do a roll-off?
With different colored dice. You roll at the same time with different colored dice. With the green and the blue dice in the middle.
I want to use my game.
It goes in
And gay dice.
You can use the gay dice. That just has to be different.
All right, here's what I'll say. Whoever obtains a higher level of success gets to move it, and you move it by 2 if you're 2 levels of success higher. So if your highest is a double 6 and your highest is a 5, you fill in 2 slices. But if you both get a 4 or a 5, we fill in nothing and we redo it. So you guys step on this beam. Boom, beam!
Alright.
What do you say? Like boom, beam.
What does Emlock say?
You should have thought about this.
Take this.
All right.
Very creative.
So the 2 beams are going to come crashing into each other as I turn on the dice cam. Now, everybody gets some differently colored die. Okay?
Here,
You have monochrome dice. Yeah, you have monochrome dice.
I'll come up and use blue ones.
That makes sense for electricity.
The scholars are also a lot of different people, right?
It's true. Is this an attunement?
Okay.
Huh?
Here comes the
This is this is Tinker for you and a Tune for you. You get an extra die for a fine weapon. You do not.
What? It is fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did we determine
Yes,
this?
we have. This is precedent from last.
How many
last
dice
session.
is each of you rolling?
Last
I currently
session,
have 4.
I got plus extra dice because it was
4
a fun weapon.
and.
I think that makes sense.
How many are you rolling?
We did spend a lot.
But if you go 4 against
It's
4,
even.
that makes it the
Yeah,
most.
4
Man, that's good.
I think that is good. Now,
4 against 4 is the most.
Now you might get a fine weapon, but his gun is on par with the Red Hawk.
Make
So
sure
if the
your
beam
dice-
if the beam hits you, it's
Yeah.
going to be worse for you.
The
than
precedent
for
for
him that the beam
crafting was
hits
set
you.
really easy,
Huh?
so I made a deadly weapon.
Make sure all your dice are different.
I
So
like this gun.
I got all blue ones.
they're not on par. Like
they're
my
very
crafting rules meant that he could build a real crazy weapon.
No, I don't think so.
Whack ass practice.
All right.
Yeah,
they were
bad,
really
but I
bad
benefit from
crafting
it.
rules, but it benefited you guys with the Red Hawk, so I felt it was fair. All right, roll off. Remember, levels of success, not numbers, determine it.
Oh,
Your
that's a
highest is a
crit.
double 6.
Oh
You
my!
win.
I died.
Oh shit.
Holy fuck.
Oh! Oh! All right.
Accurate.
Sexual arbor.
Wait, who got the crit?
Me.
This was a bad idea, James. Whose idea?
You can resist. It doesn't just outright kill the ghoul.
Unless he chooses.
Unless you choose to, yeah, unless you choose to die.
Good.
awarded ability, which lets me have supernatural armor.
Okay, you want to take your special armor?
Yeah.
All right. Now that is going to reduce it to a level 3 because crit success with a high magnitude gun. Would you like to now resist again with not armor to get it to a level 2?
I might need that stellar.
Yeah, I will. Level 2 is fine.
All right. Go ahead and resist. This is electricity, so that's
Yeah,
resist.
that's ectoplasm.
It's 2 regardless. Oh, I plus 1.
It's Ray's Ray.
All right.
Yeah,
now you're losing this much stress.
It's just Stingray's
Now the
thing.
crit success already let him hit in the first place. Does he get an extra bonus for the double?
Well, I also because I allowed him to hit.
It's the gun.
We're going with this.
It's the big dice.
Sorry, Ryan.
5.
All right, you lose 1 stress and take a level 2 harm electrocuted.
I fought for you. I fought for you.
I appreciate it.
Level 2. Hold on. Say again.
Can Samantha use the chaos to try to use, like, I'm gonna use Devil's Footsteps to push myself to try to sneak onto,
The boat?
yeah.
Or this fight?
Can I
No, onto the
flashback to
boat in
put in
general to,
a
like,
cool
hide
line
somewhere
that
without being
I
connected. I'm using my, like, special
Absolutely.
ability to, from a feat of athletics that versus on the super.
Roll prowl. I'll give you risky standard. Would you like to go to desperate great to get into a very good ambush spot?
Can I use 2 things at once? Because if I use a desperate action, I get plus D1 if I take minus D1 10 resistance rolls against consequences.
Yes, I'll allow that.
Okay, so I can prowl wolf, and then I'll have.
Are you going to desperate great?
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
So then 4, and then can I also use a? Can I also use a? I have a fine shadow. Can I get
Yes.
that in?
Now, while you put those dice in your hand, you two standing on this catwalk, Ghoul Beam, take this.
Yeah.
The 2 beams meet in the center of this bridge, and just you're standing there and you force it forward, and Oleander goes and just cranks a dial into the red zone, and it begins just like shitting electroplasm onto the ground behind it, and there's like smoke coming off of his back as it is burning through the cloak he's wearing, and the beam just like carries forward and just launches the ghoul. Like the ghoul flies forward, and we see the arcane ward that he engraved onto his head just burst into powder as you like land down on the ground and roll onto your feet covered in lightning scars. You pull out a rifle, pull the bolt back as we cut to Samandriel attempting to smuggle her way out of the
That's hilarious.
I'm like a sneaky position.
Dice cam.
How many dice is that?
A lot. Would you like to take the Devil's Bargain?
What is Devil's Bargain?
Devil's Bargain, anyone?
Big fish. Big fish.
Now that there are equal number of people on the boat from both sides, so Big Fish makes sense.
If she fails, I know.
No, it's not if she fails. Devil's Bargains are regardless.
Oh.
And the Devil's Bargain can't be because she's sneaking.
That just nullifies the premise of stealth. Also working.
I keep thinking of consequences and not double.
She's going on the boat.
But she's going on the boat.
I'm trying to
She's
get
sneaking
out
on the
without
boat.
being detected.
Oh,
So I'm using my special ability.
She's going to be able to ambush one of them.
That's good.
How are you getting to the boat? Are you swimming?
I imagine,
I'm doing like
Are you swimming
I
or
could do
jumping
a
off?
feat that is verging on the superhuman, so I feel like I could do like a cool like dive roll, like from like an incredible distance.
oh, that like you're up on the supports of the bridge
Yeah.
and you just like jump off, land in the water right behind the boat and climb up.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Devil's Bargain, weak wood. She falls through multiple floors of the boat.
You land in the engine, you just get ground up in the mechanism.
That's really fucking bad. Yes. Do
That
it.
happens regardless.
I can't think of a good Devil's Bargain.
I don't think you.
I don't think I need one. I have fish.
I mean, your chances of crit are like 20% right now.
Don't say that.
Every time you say that, it doesn't work out.
6.
Yay.
So no
Wait,
consequence.
Isn't that,
Why can't I roll?
isn't that
No, that's a 1.
Oh.
Dice.
So 1 6.
You're using bad dice.
Alright.
You're going into
So you jump in, you splash into the water of the River Doss, climb up like onto the top of the cab,
Oh,
and
we
like
should have taken big fish.
crawl your way behind the smoke belching out of the steam tower. And you like walk over the cab, looking down a vent. You have a perfect vantage point of the twins steering the boat, and looking forward as like the wrestling match and the punches and the gunshots are happening on deck. Let's cut back to that. We've got 2 snipers looking for each other. We've got Tugboat wrestling the Red Hawk from you. We've got Icebox currently battling Tugboat. I have no fucking clue who acts first. I'm going with Tugboat.
If we're going, Last person to act.
Oh, I'm aware.
Would have been.
I think it's more dramatic. Tugboat goes first because he's numerically
He is
outnumbered.
into one.
It's going to go. I think it's going to go Tugboat, you two, Aspen, you, Samandria.
So who all surrounding me right now?
It's currently just those two. It's currently Icebox and Drahaslav.
Can I use my electroplasmic projectors?
Samandria's atop the cabin.
Oh.
I would announce that you can be there, but she is
I
hidden.
don't want to be on it.
Oh.
I want to be floating above.
Above it, you're in the smoke. Like, you're in the smoke, like concealed with a gas mask with drift oil tying you down. I would allow that, but you don't see Samandria. Yeah, he will have to roll survey to see you.
Oh,
And it'll be a tough survey roll.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm not.
I was like, you don't.
All right.
I'm just saying, I'm not just like chill with that.
I'm not gonna let that to negate. Alright, let's move this along. Tugboat, what are you going to do?
Electroplasmic projectors.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Let me know what that does.
So I get to take one drain. You may relieve some of your plasmic energy as an electrical shock around you or as a directed beam. You may also use this ability to create a lightning barrier to repel or trap a spirit. I want to repel them off of me.
Now, repel a spirit. Let me.
Well, do the first thing.
Well, yeah, I think the first thing is
shock them off.
holy
That's what he
shit. Release some of your electrical.
This guy has
AoE. God.
Yeah, he's got AoE.
Now, I will allow you to use this as a level 4 harm against one target or 2 level 2 harms against both of them, with the additional effect that they're pushed off of you.
Level 4 beam on Jerusalem.
Oh, that's exactly what we want.
Oh my god. And I don't know what I gotta roll for this. It just says I can do it.
I'm excited for your plans.
Wait.
It just says I can do it, so I don't know what to roll for this.
This is definitely desperate.
Hey.
You guys are keeping it.
You know, never mind.
This is absolutely desperate.
Can't you spend more dreams?
This is skirmish, yes. Or wreck. I mean, now you have 3 dice by default. Alright, I am going to offer you a devil's bargain. Drahaslav gets control over the Red Hawk. You let it go. Are you sure?
Nope, I'm not taking
Because a
it.
crit success here would be huge.
It would
You
be,
get a
but
4th die.
I need that Red Hawk.
Alright, this is desperate great. You're keeping one hand on the Red Hawk, the other holding it out an Iron Man beaming into Drahaslav. Are you going to use the protect action?
Yes.
That's a 6.
6. You take no consequence. Level 4 harm.
I see this going on, and how loyal is Eddie?
Very.
Drahaslav, quite loyal. I could see you bodyguarding.
In that case, there's a moment where he sees his friend about to get blown to bits, and he goes, "Oh shit!" and he jumps in front, and he's. I think I'm gonna take armor for this, and then I'm gonna roll to resist.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Let me roll the resistance.
Now you're taking a level 4 harm evaporated from the waist up. So you're gonna take armor resist.
I'll roll to resist first, and then I'll take armor.
Prowess, please.
Cool.
5.
Or no. This is the attuned one because it's This is the attuned
resolve.
one. This is a resolve
Three
resist.
dice.
Resolve?
Holy shit! Icebox has 3 to resolve.
Yeah.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
Icebox is actually correct.
He has a 2 plus 1.
5.
That's
Roll an additional die. Oh, never mind.
That's all 3.
Alright, so 5. So you take 1 stress and suffer a level 3 harm. Would you like to now
Yeah, I'm taking the armor.
take armor? So you take a level 2 harm, and I'm going to say that burned away flesh. Now a beam is going to go, and you're gonna kind of push Drahaslav out of the way, dive in front of the beam, and the beam is highly concentrated, and it just burns a hole about this wide, clear through your entire body. Missing, thankfully somehow missing major organs, but a hole has been burned through your body. Please take donut.
I have the funniest interest.
Level 2 harm cauterized. Oh, that's rad.
If Drosselov's been pushed out of the way, do I have the Red Hawk now, or?
Drahaslav wasn't pushed out of the way. That
No,
was
I've just dived in front of
You
the
don't get the
blast.
Red Hawk.
Okay,
You don't get the Red Hawk. But you did inflict a level 2 harm and some stress on Icebox.
When are his hands gonna melt off?
He's a robot.
Yeah, we use it for a red hot.
Yeah, which means that they're about to melt. When it's
What about
most
his
traumatic.
human hands?
My hand.
Now, Drahaslav or Icebox, one of
You
you.
go ahead, go first.
Rage Essence. If they don't do anything, I'll push myself not to be trifled with, grab and fucking blast in the middle of his chest.
Okay, so you are attempting to both grab the Red Hawk and turn it and fire it?
If I can use not to be trifled with to do it,
Absolutely.
I will accept that.
I think Desperate Great makes sense here. Do we think?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because you usually not to be trifled.
You are usually
And-
not to be
and
trifled
rage
with.
essence.
But not to be trifled with is allowing both actions to happen at once.
Would rage essence?
Does Raise Essence increase this effect or give you a bonus?
It
I don't
could.
know.
It's all up to James.
I'm tempted to make it Desperate Great because I like Desperate Great, and I'll give you an extra die. And we'll say the Rage Essence counts as a fine increment.
So.
I'll take my special.
You've got your skirmish, because this is skirmish.
Mhm.
You've got +1 for rage essence.
+2.
And I think that's what we'll say. So you have 5 dice here.
You have 4.
I will offer you a devil's bargain, big fish.
3 + 1 + 1.
Would you like to take big fish?
I think big fish.
Big fish.
Is Heidi still in the water?
Heidi's going to
No, I'm already.
Heidi's going to act
Look,
after the
we can
snipers.
sink the boat. It's fine.
But we gotta get out of the boat.
All right, make a decision now.
Big fish. Big fish. I need the support.
You're taking big fish?
Yeah.
All right, desperate, great.
6 dice.
6 dice, good lord. Successive
Dice
chances.
cam.
Oh, dice cam, don't roll it yet. Okay, go ahead and roll. No 6s!
Desperate consequence.
But desperate consequence, but great effect. Like, you grab the gun, you turn it, but I'm gonna say in doing so, like, you grab it, and this is a desperate consequence. I am going to say that
Grabs
this gun,
like the hot end of the barrel.
like, you grab it, and you're grabbing the heating. You're grabbing, like, the heat exchange. You're going to rip a pipe out of it, and boiling hot electroplasm is going to gush out of the gun as you're firing, and it is going to melt your head off of your shoulders.
Okay,
Would you like to resist that?
Heavy armor plus.
Huh?
Heavy armor plus.
All right, you take a level 2 harm. This side of you're level 2 harm 2-faced. As you're gonna suffer severe aesthetic burns to this half of your face as you're spraying electroplasmic heat.
And then you're
People are gonna start
damage.
dying. People are gonna start dying when they run out of stress. Dice cam is on.
5 dice.
5 dice for resist. You take no stress, but you do have a level 2 harm, 2-faced. Now, Tugboat, you are going to take a level 2 harm, evaporated. Would you like to resist?
Yes.
Are you taking 3 load for heavy armor and then prowess? Huh?
4. I'm 4.
Or 2. You said 2.
Level 2 harm.
What?
With a great roll?
With a great effect?
No, level 4. Level 4.
Okay.
Did I say 2?
Yeah, you said 2.
Good lord.
And then you said 2 again.
That would be fucking insane. I thought you were asking what Drahoslav suffered. Oh my god, imagine. Oh, level 2 harm. Jesus, kick this guy out. Somebody else should
Out of
do it.
here!
Can I roll prowess first before taking armor?
Yes.
Or, okay, then I want to do that first.
I would start with
Let me see if I can just get it down to a level 1.
You're not going to be able to. That's not how it works.
No.
But you can get down to level
You
2.
can get it down to a level. You can get it down to a level 3 now.
I
This
thought it
just
was
determines
already
how
at
much
level
stress you lose. No,
No, it's a level
no.
4.
It's a level 4.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and resist down to a level 3. You lose 1 stress. You take 1 drain, and now you can take 3 load for heavy armor. And now you have a level 2 harm bullet holes.
Okay.
Okay, Tugboat is completely out of armor. Now I'm going to allow Icebox to act.
Alright. Long shot. Here we go. Flashback. He just used his electroplasmic thing, right?
Yes.
I imagine that Eddie Icebox knew a hole at one point. And he knew that this hole at some point told him that, oh yeah, if I lose too much energy that I become weak. He sees this blast go on. And he realizes now is his chance. He has like 5 seconds to pull this off. And he takes a pistol out of his like holster, puts it to his chest, aims down a little bit toward his heart, and just blasts.
So you're like, okay, like
I
this
try
is-
to get massive effect.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
trying
like,
to kill
you're
him
like
in one
it's
shot.
like your pulses or whatever are low right now. I'm getting real close, going for the heart, gunshot with an electroplasmic pistol.
Yes, I'm going for full effect, full death. I will take the death of a character for absolute effect.
I don't know that Icebox would do that, would he?
Blaz is dead.
Fuck, yeah, you're right. Okay, I will allow a Reaper's Bargain. 3 extra dice.
3 extra dice.
Meaning your chances of a crit are quite high. Now this is going to
I'm going to take fine weapons.
Yep, absolutely. And it's an electric.
Also,
James.
I blasted the hole into it.
Yep, for 1 stress you can help.
It should be noted
I don't
that
think
our
I
game has
think-
quality weapons, which means all of our weapons we take are fine.
Okay, yes. Now, by the way,
What are we thinking, gang?
Rick Brooker and Shiva are not in the fight yet. Feel free to interrupt me and announce where you are at any point. You two, Casper, if you ever decide you're not going to be at the bedroom door.
I didn't realize I had that luxury. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, you can always just decide you're somewhere. but
Okay,
then you
so-
won't be at the bedroom door.
Without the Reaper's Bargain, what would the flashback give me? Plus 2.
I honestly
Plus
don't.
two, plus
Well,
two.
the flashback is. I honestly don't know that the flashback.
I'm willing to take stress for effect.
I will say 2 stress. And yeah, it's,
push yourself.
I'll say 2 stress. Flashback for
An extra dice.
an extra die, and then,
I will push myself
Yeah.
with your helping.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'll push myself, and then that's already +3.
Yep.
Just from the
And
help.
this is desperate great.
Fine weapon. Fine weapon, so +4. I have 7 right now. I could take the Reaper's Mark.
And then you have 10 dice, and your odds of a crit are very high.
I think you got it to roll 10 dice.
I think I gotta roll 10 dice.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, 10 dice about to be rolled.
This is absolute effect.
This is desperate great.
Is this desperate great? Desperate.
Alright, hold on, everyone. I want Tugboat's consent for this.
Yeah.
Tugboat, I'm willing to subtract 3 dice from that if we can institute absolute effect here. The odds are very good that both Icebox and Tugboat are about to die, but this is the introduction of a rule that doesn't exist. With your consent, I will allow this. Meaning that Tugboat's chance of dying are high, but your odds of taking Eddie out with you are 100%.
Well, I was going to ask actually, can I flashback?
Yes!
Because I think in preparation for this, Marchand would have added a self-destruct mechanism.
Reaper's bargain! Reaper's bargain self-destruct! I don't even know if we need to roll, but roll 10 die anyway. Yeah! And you're gonna roll 10 die too! Yeah! I don't know why!
We're thinking that both.
Oh my god! I'm the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alright, here comes 10 dice!
Should they roll them at the same time?
They should!
Be rolling at the same time.
Take 10 non- Not too many dice!
2, 4, 6.
No! I established this here. If 2 dice are stacked on top of each other, you re-roll the top die.
Okay.
Alright.
Do you have 10 dice?
I do.
Are they different than those?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Blue is Tugboat. Green is Icebox Eddie.
Come on, baby!
2 beloved NPCs die here.
One's out of the box.
That is
1, 6.
that is 3
6s!
Oh my god!
It's still absolute effect.
It is still. Tugboat's dead. So is Icebox.
Jonathan's running. He's running.
I don't know. All right. Holy shit!
Wait, hold on. Good.
Wait.
They waited these days. You may keep them if you'd like, or you may tear them. I leave it to you. Neither of you are in.
Okay, so the situation on
Hey, and now we can just play Everett and Marchand from the sidelines.
is that a 20 dice explosion has just happened on this boat.
It's good. The boat's going down. The rovers are going with them. The twins are probably going to wash up on shore.
What happens to me?
We're about to. I don't know, man. You're on top of the boat. The boat's gone. The boat is about to be evaporated. The red hook is gone.
Did we see big fish and then...
Big fish! Thank you for making the session an hour shorter.
James!
Yeah!
I'm watching the boat.
Wait a fucking minute! Okay! Everyone, shut up! Alright. Holy fuck. Okay.
Oh, what a beautiful moment.
Okay, I almost went away for a second there. Alright, okay.
Oh my god.
So,
Okay.
no! Here's what I'm gonna say. I think it's fair to give Samandrielle some extra dice to this resist roll because she did desperate great to get herself into a strategic position. Drahoslav, you're in the eye of the storm here. You're gonna take a level 4 harm obliterated that you can resist.
Can you flashback with me? I can. Well, we established before that me giving you a Bandily item is a 0 stress flashback, I think. At least it was previously.
I will allow it, setting the precedent that load can be now. I don't know that I want to say load can be freely transferred between people. I'll say 1 stress you can give accelerated.
Like, no, I'm gonna give him driftwood.
What?
So I fly and fall in the water.
1 stress flashback for an extra die to the resist roll.
Well, that doesn't really do much for us.
No, we
already have
want him
5
to get out of
resist.
the water. He's flying.
Oh, okay, so it's afterwards you don't plummet.
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
Yeah, that works. Now, this is not going to be a prowess resist. This is electroplasmic stuff, which we've established is resolve.
It's unlikely that I could die here.
You could die here?
It's really unlikely.
He only has 2 stress though.
What?
Wait,
if you take a level 1, if you stress out, you can take a level 1.
if you stress out, you can just take a level 1.
That's how it goes. All right.
Give him some extra die for
No.
Drift Book.
I mean, instead, you can. I think it makes. It kind of makes sense.
Can we take a
You
stress
take a second stress, and I will allow 1 extra die to resist roll.
Can I flashback to when I put a Hurricane Rune protection around?
Not even for 3 stress?
The Marchant paranoia coming through.
Ghoul, if you take 4 stress,
Can we have a moment?
I will allow a 3rd extra die to resist.
Can I make a sacrifice?
They are looking like.
Can I sacrifice the Red Hawk?
Marchant.
The Red Hawk is gone.
Okay, it's fine.
What do we can't.
Alright,
I think especially seeing as they're back.
She
you
does not
have
want to
3
be
extra
close to
dice.
it.
Do you?
3 extra dice.
Is that
You're at
including the
5.
Bravos?
No.
Okay,
you're at
Sounds good.
I'm at 4.
No, you're at 5.
What do you have?
You already
I
have
have
1 resolve.
1
Plus
resolve,
4.
plus 3 from being helped, plus 1 for Bravo.
Oh, okay.
You have 5 dice to resist here. You are currently taking a level. You're currently taking a level 4 harm. Please come up and roll. Let me open the DM cam.
Remove those. Yeah.
5 ones here would be
Remove those
devastating.
20 dice.
20 dice were just rolled.
Okay, go ahead, Drahoslav.
2 sixes.
2 sixes, okay. Now you take no stress. That is resisted down to a level 3.
Wait, it's double.
It is the
Make it a crit.
That's not a thing.
There aren't crits.
You just don't lose any stress.
Absolute plus 3.
It's a 3. Would you like to take heavy armor for a 2?
We can't keep making up rules.
You already used heavy armor.
Can I all immediately cop a celery?
Yeah, you
It's
can.
a 1.
Pop a stellar.
Yeah.
That's 1 stress from you.
No, it's a load item, is what we said.
We got 4 for the crew. It's not him giving.
Oh, okay. So you're announcing now all of you have 1 stellar.
No, we're announcing he took a load to have one. Because that's not what
Okay, that's fair. But I'll apply the same standard. Okay.
Well, I mean,
Well, they don't
that's
really have
that's
items
just how
that-
load
It
is
feels
made.
like transferring load is my thing.
It's not.
But he didn't take.
We
We
determined that
made
last
these at
session.
the end of last
We
session.
said we take 1 load.
They
We'll figure it out as we run.
Okay.
Now you're gonna pop a stellar.
Yeah.
All right. All of your wounds are
So-
decremented by 1. You have 3 stellar remaining.
Okay, so I'll have 1.
Now, Drahoslav, you're currently floating in the air.
You're gonna want to.
Samandriel, you're taking a level. You're further away. You're in a strategic position. I'm giving you a level 3 point here. Meg, would you like to take armor or resist? Or both? This would be resolve.
I'm gonna go sit.
One
You can take your
die.
armor.
For 5 load, you could resist it down to a 1 with heavy armor and armor.
I think you just take a 1 armor and probably be okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take 1 armor.
All right. You take a level 2 harm zapped.
Okay,
Stress.
Okay. Now,
Well, you've been pushing yourself.
This is me
Yeah.
playing Pepper and just watching the battle from afar in a lawn chair.
He's got.
Oh yeah, he's just watching it like this.
okay. Aspen and Sergey.
Hello.
Now you guys are looking up, and we get a view through Sergey's scope. Sergey is looking at Aspen, ready to shoot them in the head. When suddenly there's like a zapping from the bottom of the scope, and Sergey like pans over, and we see Tugboat. The scope zooms in, and Tugboat just like Icebox strides forward, barrel of the gun to Tugboat's chest, smoke like spewing out of the weapon as the bullet coils forward, and suddenly we get a shot from inside Tugboat. Right? We get all of these whirring gears and like electroplasmic wires, and light suddenly enters the frame as a bullet slowly pierces and just hits this large glowing machine at the center. And at this, there's like a shaking and a shaking and a shaking, and the camera pans up to a large Sparkcraft bomb, and we cut back to the scope view, and there is just this blue sphere that detonates out from the center and shreds.
Oops.
And and shreds the front half of the Tsar's revenge.
His final words are.
The bits of Conway Bridge fall off into the river as Alzarat just immediately belches into the sea. Samandriel is kicked off the top and lands down in the water as Drahoslav is floating away up into the sky. Sergey, Aspen, you're acting first.
Alright, I have a question.
I have an
What does
answer.
it take to get like friends involved in this?
Two of us haven't done
You can
this.
you can just use Steiner.
Okay. So if I said that Steiner and Grimm were on the other side of the river.
That's a bit much.
I think it's fair to say that Steiner has infiltrated the back.
For stress.
No, Steiner's a free. Steiner's a cohort.
Couldn't he roll for it?
Steiner's a
Don't you all
cohort.
have
You get
to-
one
he's
for
a
use of a
cohort.
cohort.
Huh.
The twins have killed
Listen, we have 3 goals, so.
I think it's fair to say that Steiner has infiltrated the lines but not found you.
I need some bodyguards. What do we have?
We've got
What I
the
need
ropes
to
are, I think,
roll
are
have
with me. We
Grimm
have have the bill hooks.
Well, that's not established yet.
No, Grim can be with Steiner. I
We
think
have
that's
the
fair.
bill hooks and the.
Make a decision quick here.
Have one
For what?
For whatever you'd like to do.
Bill hooks. They're
Steiner and Grim.
Bill hooks.
All right,
Bill
the bill
hooks
hooks
are
are.
protecting.
All right, the bill hooks are around you in this position. So I'm gonna say, all right, you're sitting there in the sniper's nest.
Still not a sniper's nest. Apartment.
In an apartment. Yeah, I'm assuming you have a nest in the apartment building.
No.
Oh, really?
Okay, I'm not flashing back for this yet.
Okay.
But when we get to it.
Yes, when it has mechanical effect, you will pay a stress price. Okay, but there's like you've
Unless I
broken
can
down.
establish it now and save stress.
Huh?
Unless
No.
I can establish it. Okay.
No.
Then I will spend the stress when it comes up.
Okay, so you've broken down all the walls across the front of the apartment building, so you can run freely between windows, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so the bill hooks are standing there with you, and I am going to say Steiner gets the drop on you, which you can resist.
Oh, Steiner's already there.
He gets the drop on me?
Steiner's gonna get the drop on you with the bill hooks, yeah, and you can resist that.
Steiner's already there.
You can resist him getting the drop.
That's a lot for a cohort.
It is a lot for a cohort. I'm allowing you to resist, or I can have Aspen roll.
I didn't know Steiner was already there.
Yeah.
This is
How do you
a
figure
lot.
this out? Oh, actually, wait, you've got Grim there. We can have you roll to direct Grim and Steiner, and that's
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
That makes total sense. Okay, yeah. Steiner has entered the back of this apartment block with Grim the cat leading him, where the sniper has set up position on the west side of the River Dusk. Would you like to roll, I think a 2 makes sense for directing through the eyes of the cat? Cat room?
Technically, hear me out. They share senses, and Aspen gives them commands, so they be able to direct it as if it was himself.
Can I say something?
Give me a, yeah, say something.
I would say you probably wouldn't be able to direct the cat while sniping people.
I'm not.
Oh, this is what Aspen is doing as their action.
Okay. Then that makes sense.
Aspen doesn't also get to shoot.
Okay, so that, okay.
I feel that's what the cat is trying to do.
So I'll allow you to roll hunt in that case.
Or hunt.
Or survey. Survey and hunt both make sense.
Those are
because
the
you're
like
tracking.
what it's trying to do.
James, I do have the ability to scout when I'm hiding in a prepared position. I get +1d to avoid detection.
Very well.
If that comes up. And I also get +1 effect when gathering info on a target.
Fine.
Location.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Alright.
Because this is very relevant.
Aspen, go ahead and gather your dice pool.
And
let's get
Aspen, you
rolling.
can take a foresight here if you really want to.
I'm saving that foresight.
Scary.
Okay.
It's what everyone would have done.
Yeah.
He would have tried to keep his 2
Now,
friends
how many
alive.
dice do you have?
3.
All right, I'm giving you standard risky. Would you like to go to desperate great?
So what do you want to do?
What would be the consequence?
Standard risky is you find them.
Mm-hmm.
Desperate great is you are in a position to attack them. And a desperate consequence is, I think it's that Steiner or the cat is going to get killed, and you can resist that.
Murdered.
No, not like the cat.
I'm gonna punt that cat.
Metaphorically.
You don't need to. The bill hooks will do it for you.
Now, what are you doing? Make a decision quick.
I'll do it.
Okay. You are going to desperate great. I'll offer you a devil's bargain as well. The cat, instead of taking a level 4 harm, takes a level 5 harm. It is dead and you can't resist.
Oh, the cat?
The cat.
No, I'm not taking that.
Wasn't that already the desperate consequence?
No, desperate consequence you can resist. It's a level 5 instead of a level 4.
Oh, I got a 6.
You got a 6. No consequence,
the
and
dice
you
carry's
succeed.
on, I think.
Dice carries on.
Alright, so I think my screen is...
Alright, so the cat is going to prowl its way through the apartment building, and eventually they're going to find their way to a door, and they're like hearing the billhooks talk quietly to each other in spite of your shushing. And Steiner is going to like look up and see that there's like a loose floorboard in the area above him, and silently crawl his way in there. Steiner is going to like weasel his way through, and now you have your ability that allows you to avoid detection. So I guess you could roll now to try and get away from Steiner in a quiet way, so he attacks the billhooks instead of you.
Prowl or?
That would be prowl, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that this is standard risky, and you can go to desperate great to get basically the other side of the building.
Standard risky.
Okay, standard
Because this
risky.
is only 2d.
All right, 2 dice. Do you get an extra one for your ability?
I only have 1 in prowl.
Oh, understood. Devil's bargain. The building is unstable and is beginning to collapse.
James, could I help here?
If you want to announce that you, how are you planning on helping? But yes, you can.
Flashback. I know how Aspen works. She likes to send a cat in. I could have warned him ahead of time.
To be on the lookout?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would allow 1 stress for an extra die. Yes, that
Sure
makes
thing.
sense.
Let's do it. That's a 6.
That is a 6. Okay, so no consequence, and you're gonna get away. So Steiner and the bill hooks are fighting.
What'd I do?
Now, to determine who wins that, come back up, Bill, sit down. I'm gonna have you two roll. You for the bill hooks and you for Steiner. Now, the bill hooks are thugs. Do you guys do the menagerie have something that makes skulks better?
The bill hooks are elite.
Do you guys have elite skulks?
Yeah,
Because
they get, and they get one other thing.
They're elite thugs.
They're
It's
also
unchecked.
sneaky.
Sneaky elite thugs.
So I'm going to give you 1 die and you 2 dice. And if you do 1 effect higher, then the other team is going to be beat up. 2 effects higher, the other team is going to be real beat up, and 3 effect higher, and the other team is dead.
So what? I need like 3 6s.
If you get a crit
On
and
2 dice?
you get a failure, then yeah, Steiner just dies.
1 die?
Okay.
1 die, 2 dice.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll. The green represent the bill hooks.
5.
That's a 5 and a 1, 2 effect higher. Steiner is on the ropes. He doesn't inflict harm on the bill hooks. He maybe kills 1 of the 6. Like, he jumps down, knifes 1 in the neck, swings at another. He, like, backs away and bumps him in the head with a hook. Steiner goes and slashes another guy on the cheek and then gets stabbed in the side and is hurled back. Would Steiner like to disengage, or is he fighting to the death here?
It is. It's up to Steiner.
Alright, I'm gonna put Steiner back on your head for a second.
Okay.
What is Steiner doing?
Hi, Steiner.
Hi.
Where's Grim? I got a pair of fine hunting pistols.
I'll tell you what. Grim can join in this fight. A ghostly cat, like hunting pet, it can go for the throat, and I'll give you an extra die.
No, Grim's not.
Really?
I think
You're pulling
Steiner
out?
will keep fighting.
Really? Steiner hung out to dry. Okay, 1 die versus 2.
Alright.
Now remember, Steiner has. If Steiner loses this at all, 6 versus 5, he's dead. Okay, go ahead and roll.
5.
Tie. Roll again. Like Steiner is like locks blades with one of the bill hooks, ducks under a blow, rolls between a guy's legs, stands up, 2 daggers.
So you don't take anything else.
4.
1.
I think I'll.
Steiner's dead.
Steiner manages to dive a knife into the gut of a bill hook and like dives away from that guy's blow, but a guy from behind him cleaves his skull down the middle with a butcher's knife.
I only delayed his death last time.
Steiner is dead.
Alright.
Sergey, you have remained in concealment. Now, your action was getting away, so now we're going to go to Samandriel. Samandriel, you are currently in the inky black waters of the river.
We said big fish a lot. Did anyone actually use big fish?
Big fish has not come up yet.
I use
Big Nobody's in the water.
Big fish was.
Oh, big fish is in the water. So there is going to be like a large fin drifting towards you from the far side of Conway Bridge.
I would like to.
Now, who is...
No. Okay, we have made it, we have set the precedent that Brick can pull people away because he
Yes,
trotted out.
Brick has the poltergeist ability, yes.
Yeah, I'd like to use that.
Yeah, if you take, I think it's, is it 1 drain or 2 to activate poltergeist?
Just one, but I can, yeah, just one.
Alright, I will say for 1 drain, yeah. That sounds like, almost sounds like a prowl roll to me.
Ugh.
Can
I somehow help this by like getting in a better position or like switch?
Yeah, I'll take 1 stress, for help.
And then I'm out of stress. Can I take a level 1 harm?
You're out of stress.
I have
Take a
like,
level 1 harm,
yeah.
yeah.
She didn't. I had full stress from last time.
Okay. So.
That's 2 dice.
That's 2 dice. I'm gonna give you standard risky. I don't know why.
Is it not just better chances for you to try and like roll
Actually,
out
I'm gonna
to
go
get out?
control standard.
Controlled standard.
Controlled standard. Would you like to
Hey,
go risky
Amy,
rate?
Amy, are we sure this is what we want to do? It might just have better chances for her to try and get out on her own using her own dice.
You're currently fighting with.
Oh yeah, because you can prowl on your own.
Yeah.
Could I then help instead of?
Actually,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll do that instead.
Alright, come up and roll prowl.
Actually, yeah, can I roll prowl?
I'm gonna give you risky standard, and you can go to desperate great.
Oh, if I go to desperate great, then I get nice roll.
Yeah, you do.
So prowl, and then I can't really. Would fine cast help me disguise from
Yes.
Okay, so then I would have 5 die again.
Okay, Samandriel, come up and roll.
yeah.
On anything but a 6, you're probably out of this fight.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead, Samandriel. Roll your 5 dice. Samandriel currently attempting to stealthily swim away from the big fish out of the River Dosk. Are you going to the west or east of the River Dosk?
That is to say, are you going to the side the crows control or the side Scots control?
If I succeed, would
If you've got
would
great
they
effect,
notice?
I will allow you to infiltrate the apartment building.
Oh, fuck.
You're not going to find him immediately, but yeah, you're there.
I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna do that.
I got 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
That's a 6. See if you get a second 6. Alright, 1 6. So Samandriel pulls out of the water, climbs away from the big fish, and has entered the back door of the apartment building.
Can I see if I can like survey to see that?
Where are you?
We haven't decided.
I know now. Now you have to
decide that now. Jay would have.
Can I start that?
Are you sure you don't want to save your remaining strength and consequences for a match with Casper?
I was just gonna say I am in this guy.
You are, yeah. I'm assuming you've been floating to safety. You can put yourself at risk of exposing yourself to gunfire to survey the river if you'd like.
I'm okay.
Okay, Jay.
Jay's just been like back in the reserve forces because he doesn't.
You're in like a watchtower.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
kind of with like the rank and file.
Understood. Okay.
I would like to just see if I can see, just happen to see.
Yeah, would you like to roll survey? I'm going to give you controlled standard.
Yeah.
No. I'm going to give you controlled limited. Would you like to go to risky standard?
No, I think I just want to get control limited. I just want to roll.
I don't know what limited effect is here.
That's true.
I'm going to actually, here's what I'll say. I'm going to go controlled no effect, and you can trade to risky standard if you like. I'm basically giving you risky standard. Because she's stealthy. I'm giving you risky standard.
I got 1 die. I can't.
It's just risky standard. It's just a standard.
No, risky standard.
Yeah,
I
come
can
and roll.
take injuries.
You take a standard.
I got 1 die.
Go ahead.
You're good.
Don't you do it?
6!
You spot Samandriel.
I want to take out a blowgun and with a drift oil vial and shoot it at the eel as it's trying to.
What? The fish? The
so
big fish?
The big fish can leap out of the water at her.
Sean, hold on. That is an insane plan. You're in a watchtower. I will give you controlled no effect. You can trade up to no. But you can trade up to risky, limited, or desperate standard. And if you, I'm gonna give.
What the fuck is the desperate
consequence
of this?
You're in a controlled position. You're up in a watchtower. Honestly, I'm tempted to give you risky standard and allow you to go to desperate grade. Desperate grade is that eel is up out of the water and can maneuver like it's underwater. That eel is not aligned with this STA. It's just loose now.
That's kind of
We've created a new Leviathan.
Some like red
Doesn't need water to breathe.
or lamp
No,
to go.
I'm going to say that these eels are used to spending a long time waiting on beaches to ambush unsuspecting prey.
But it's so
Because
funny.
I really like the idea of
It's so funny.
This is insane.
That's hilarious.
Alright, hey, make a decision now.
Desperate grade, I got 1 die.
Get over here! Desperate grade 1 die? Alright, hold on, let's turn the dice cams on. Desperate grade 1 die.
So wait, just nothing happens? Well, he gets shot, probably.
So, okay.
He still takes
Desperate consequence, I don't even know what that looks like. So I'm gonna say, like, you're in a watchtower, and the desperate consequence is, like, you don't have a...
Wait, what?
Isn't it? Yeah, his bowgun's fine.
No, it's not fine.
Wait, no,
It's
we have
not.
all of our
Does it
weapons
count
are
as a
fine.
gun?
Wait.
All of our weapons are fine, right?
The bowgun's definitely a weapon, roll a second die.
Oh, god dang it. Going too weird.
Oh! Still failure.
We're good.
That would have been so funny.
So you don't have a good vantage point on that eel, and so you need to climb out of the watchtower in order to fire at it. So you are walking out onto a beam that connects this Conway Bridge watchtower, you know, like over to a support structure, and as you're lining up the shot, Jay, you slip and fall into the water.
Can I shoot? He gets a shot off?
No, he failed.
No, he failed as
Oh, he
well.
didn't even get the
The
shot.
eel is now in the water with him.
With Jay.
Oh, okay. I was
Good
just
luck,
trying to see
Jay.
if we could hear
Brick Brooker, yes.
Yeah, can I
Oh, it's a-
see that happen?
You can. We don't know where you are yet. You can
yeah,
announce
I'll
yourself.
be like, I'll say I'm on the bridge.
Okay.
And I looked and see this happen. Can I shoot these electroplasmic discharges? Take the extra drain into the water and aim towards Jay.
You're trying to electrocute Jay.
Survey roll?
Hey,
Yeah, I'm trying to electrocute Jay.
Do you think survey makes sense for that?
No, I'm
There's
just saying to
already
see,
a desperate
to see.
Remember the desperate consequence is in the water.
I just like, it's like, how does she know what
Are you currently sealed if you just
I don't think either
You
team
can
got
make sure
those.
I'm tempted to not say that it requires a preemptive survey. I'm tempted to give it desperate standard.
No, wait, no, they
They
became
went
my
with
farmers.
Emirates, yeah.
That's right.
Okay, hold on. Let's think here. Let's think here.
Okay.
Rick, I have in the past just allowed people to enter fights from both sides. I don't know. I did require you to make a roll to spot Samandriel, but that is because she spent a die sneaking. I'm not inclined to give you the same benefit because you are not sneaking,
That's
you
fair,
are
I'm not
plummeting.
sneaky.
So I am going to say that Rick can just announce he's there. I think that that is fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's risky standard, and they can go to desperate grade if they would like. All right, Rick, how much drain are you taking right now?
I can take anywhere between 2 and 6.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. So I'm assuming
What does that even do?
I'm assuming the more drain I take, the more effective my electroplasmic discharge is.
God, I guess.
Does that make sense to do right now?
So I'll say that if you spend 4 stress, I will allow it to be risky grade instead. And if you go 6 stress, I will allow it to be controlled grade.
I'll take the risky grade.
Okay,
For 4
take
stress.
4 stress right now.
That's over.
So go ahead and roll risky great, please, to electrocute Jay Stellar.
I'm assuming
Holy
that's
shit.
gonna be a tune.
How much dice do you have?
3.
I will allow you a devil's bargain.
You also fall into the water.
I'm a ghost.
Oh, you're a ghost.
I'm a ghost.
Send a devil's bargain. You can just send that in after this.
I thought the ghost eel was already out.
That's a regular eel.
No, not big fish with.
He didn't use it.
Oh, I just thought you
That was
mentioned
a
it.
terrible idea.
Okay.
So yeah, ghost eel would be fun. And so you guys can just announce that you've released a ghost eel in this fight. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Should I take the devil?
I haven't offered devil's bargain.
I thought that was the
They
devil.
can just do that.
Oh, they can just do that. Cute. Okay.
Unless you guys have a devil's bargain.
I don't know if you need one.
Second big
Second big fish. Wouldn't that hurt them more?
Yeah, that's just Jay's fault.
I was gonna say Jay's in the water.
Spirit wardens
out the rest of his
don't show up at this fight.
I mean, they go.
Fucking, I'll allow it. They're still alive. Nobody took them out. Like,
Spirit wardens are
that would be bad for you, but it gives you an extra die.
Spirit wardens.
Spirit wardens.
I'll take it with 3.
Rejected. 3 dice.
Alright.
Risky, great.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Abject failure.
Oh my god.
Please take a level 2 harm exerted.
Okay.
Would you like to resist?
Oh my god.
I don't know. That would be a resolve.
Oh no! Yeah, I did just spend stress. Yeah.
All right, go ahead and take 2 harm, a level 2 harm, exhausted. Now, Jay, you splash into this water, and Brick Brooker manifests from the top of the bridge with a ghostly brick in his hand and just pushes it forward, powered by lightning, and it whizzes into the water inches from your face. Now, Jay, you turn and are face to face with a large eel. Would you like to roll something to get the fuck out of there?
I have a grappling hook.
Oh, you do!
I'm gonna shoot the bridge, and I'm involving myself with the ghoul.
Oh! You're grappling into the ghoul fight? Desperate great. That's desperate great.
Now, what would this be? Tinker, it's a casual.
Abso-fucking-lutely, it's Tinker. Alright, desperate great, roll 3 dice.
This would be fine.
This is so fun.
It's fun. I like it. I think this is fun.
Alright.
Okay, so just.
No! It's 3.
Jay, no!
He's in a flying grappling hook.
No,
Wait,
is it
James,
It wouldn't.
you could shoot a grappling hook into a person.
It wouldn't.
Hey, have you ticked any armor? Or what's it called? Not armor.
No,
but
I haven't.
You can push
could you
yourself.
take some load and like make it?
No, I'm. What's the worst the fishes go?
Well, you're taking a level 4.
Eat you.
Yes.
You're gonna take a level 4 injury.
Like, desperate consequences have
He's
a...
already failed your roll. Push
You can-
yourself for an extra dot.
Yeah.
You've not anymore, no. The die's
already rolled.
Too
We
late.
can't do that now.
The die's already been rolled. It's too late.
Yeah.
I've never once allowed that. I'm sorry.
Well,
You are taking a level 4. You can tick armor and resist to bring it down to a level 2.
That's gotta be
Fuck this bitch.
Oh yeah, that was a that
You
was
still don't make it out of the water.
I can't. It's too late.
Yeah, it's already rolled.
I'm sorry. The dice have been rolled. I can't allow it.
Yeah.
So much better.
No, I'm going to resist. Or I'm
Anti-armor?
gonna take. I'm gonna.
Take armor. It's down to a level 3. Would you like to resist? This is a prowess resist.
Yes.
Please go ahead and roll prowess resist with your 4 dice. Do it quick.
I'm gonna wait. Give me your dice.
Yeah, they weighted their dice.
Yeah, these
They've been rolling weirdly well.
Yeah, that's better.
6. You take
I
no
got
stress.
6, 5, 5, 5.
No stress. Level 2
They
injury.
really have been weighting their dice.
Level 2 injury. Missing foot.
No.
So you grapple away, and the eel lunges out of the water and bites your right foot off, and drags you back down into the water. The grapple unhooking and splooshing down into the river docks. Ghoul, you have been kicked back by a ghoul beam. Armed yourself with a rifle.
Can I not do that?
Can I just...
You put the rifle away. What would you like to do instead?
I'm gonna run.
Oh, I'm gonna arrest him.
Wait, you're gonna run?
Don't run.
This weapon is a lot stronger than I thought.
Would you still run if I hopped in this fight?
The beam battle is over. You can just zap him.
Oh, well, I'm gonna zap you too.
Yeah, that'll be your action afterwards.
Okay.
You should put yourself in this fight.
James, I'd like to join the ghoul battle.
Okay, you will act after Oleander.
Alright, I'm gonna shock this motherfucker.
All right.
Nice to use.
I'm giving you risky standard. Would you like to go to desperate grit?
Would you 4 dice?
You got it.
Oh, you got it.
We're good.
All right, desperate great. Devil's bargain.
We're kind of under the bridge in the supports.
Devil's bargain.
Can I flashback to what I
You fall in the water. Devil's bargain, you fall in the water. It's the easiest devil's bargain.
Yeah, that's mine.
Devil's bargain.
You fall in the water.
I don't like that devil's bargain. It ends the fight.
Yeah, fair.
Devil's bargain. I don't have
the
one.
bridge supports.
How about devil's bargain? You are really exerting yourself and take a level 2 harm as your own lightning zaps into your frame.
Devil's bargain.
Okay.
How many dice are you rolling?
4. 4 dice. Desperate great.
You can't resist that.
Desperate great. Go ahead. That's a cock die.
That's a cock die.
That's a.
I
That's gone.
That one's just gone,
That's gone
yeah.
forever. Because goodbye.
4.
Success with a desperate consequence.
Okay.
So, okay, you lash out with your ghoul beam. Ghoul beam! What's a desperate consequence that isn't just Oleander hitting you with the moray?
Why wouldn't it be Oleander hitting me with the moray?
Here's
That's
what
he's doing.
Why not? I hurt myself.
Yeah, but to a level 4 harm extent is insane.
3 finish jump.
No, okay.
Fish starts breaking the scaffolds.
Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna say. Okay, so you zap out with the ghoul beam, and it is insanely powerful. Like you've been keeled back. Like we get a peek under your hood for the first time, and we just see glowing blue eyes. Ghoul beam! As lightning smashes out from your hands, and we get a shot of the lightning coursing down the scaffold as it just severs support after support after support. It severs the 2 metal beams at the center, and the scaffold split down the middle and slam onto a lower support beam. You and Oleander both begin sliding down, with lightning hitting Oleander, inflicting a level 4 harm, incinerated, that he is free to resist.
Oh
Yeah, I'm gonna
that's
roll
the
some
bridge.
resist.
That's a great idea.
Or, well, these
I don't
are...
think you should resist that one.
These are resolved.
You're also taking a level 4 harm. Would you like to
Yeah,
resist
they're
that?
I'll resist that one.
Let's do Oleander's resistance first.
Okay.
Are you taking armor and resisting, or just resisting down to a level 3?
I'm probably taking armor
Do I take heavy armor for this? Or
resisting.
Just armor, unless you've already used armor.
I use my special armor.
You don't
my
have to. You
resistance
can
is
take
not
2.
very good.
Make a call now.
Well, I'm definitely taking armor.
Okay, you level 3 harm.
I think...
And I'm not using the standard harm rules. I think you can still act with a level
6.
3. What?
I resisted.
Oh.
I guess
Alright, are you also taking armor?
Roll my
Okay, you take a level 2 harm. Do you already have 2 level 2s?
I have 1 level 2.
Alright, you take a second level 2.
I'm gonna roll my resist
Electric
as
Cube
well.
Part 2.
Alright, that's. Oh, by the way, what resist did you roll?
Resolve.
Okay, good. Resolve
This is
resist?
resolve as
It
well.
would have been the same for prowess.
Okay.
Hemlock's is 1.
As a matter of fact, it would have been the same for any of them.
Yeah, alright. 1 resolve. How much stress do you
I
have?
have 2 at
All of it.
Oh, wow. Holy fuck. You have a. Wow.
I've done one thing.
Oh, shit. Go ahead, Oleander.
I have 2 stress, yeah.
5. Lose 1 stress.
Alright.
So you're down to a level 2. So you get zapped and slide and land on your feet on the support beam. You're like firing a little proton, and it's gonna singe the ghoul on the side, and he like hits the railing at a weird angle, flies and smashes his leg into a support beam on this substructure, and then rolls onto the floor and rises to his feet, spits blood and teeth onto the ground. And you two are now a level closer down to the water. Jay is kicking, lightning is flashing, and Eel is surging. let's go over to Shiva, who has now entered the fray.
Yeah, as they fall lower level, she was just kind of standing there as he was sneaking
Hey, guys.
across. Hey! I am going
When I get to
to...
Hmm?
He did not.
I didn't get to
act.
act.
Oh, he didn't. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you're right, you didn't get to
That was a consequence
Please,
phase.
go ahead and act. Yes, I'm sorry. Thank
Thank
you.
We're not there yet.
I think
I assume Hemlock is not aware of his presence?
Not yet.
No.
He hasn't dramatically.
Then I'm
arrived.
gonna blast the ghoul.
So you guys stand up towards each other, and you both go in for another blast. And because the ghoul has to do a flourish, you're in first. All right. I'm assuming desperate great.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's just die.
No creative catchphrases.
No, that's nothing. So my beam is 4 as established.
Your beam is 4. Yeah.
Devil's bargain.
Well, I was gonna say,
It breaks.
could I use my?
No, I don't think
I'm
you
not
can
doing
break.
that.
That would be insane.
Can I use my special ability Fortitude to mark special armor and push myself as technical skill as I'm using a machine?
Yes.
All right.
That's what it says.
It says it's I can push myself for
This is
technical
technical,
skill
that's
or
absolutely
alchemy.
technical skill.
So I'm gonna take that, push myself, and roll 5 dice.
Jesus. Okay. Anyone
I don't think you even need the Devil's Bargain.
Dice.
Devil's Bargain, the lightning arcs off and hits you as well.
Devil's bargain level 2 mark.
They've
Yeah.
always been so bad.
How much have I?
Not you're on it. You are not it.
I got once.
Like a little electroplasmic force slashes you and zaps you for 2 harm.
I think you should take that.
How much are you
I
at?
think your odds go from a 13% to a 20% chance of crit. I don't even know what a crit would do here. Like,
13 is a lucky
a crit would be probably 2 wound. Like, it would be insane.
I think. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll do the devil's bargain so I can roll 6 dice.
He's taking 2.
Alright.
I'm taking the level 2.
Let's roll it. I'm sorry, ghoul.
Get lasers.
That's a
That's a
double
crit.
6.
Oh!
Ghoul, how much harm do you even have right now?
I have 2 level 2s.
Alright, well, you're taking. Oh, man. Okay.
I'm probably going to drink a celery after this.
Okay. A critical success means that you do the successful thing, plus. How much stress do you have?
I have 2.
2 remaining?
No.
Level
I have
5
2.
wound.
Like, I'm thinking that instead of. I don't want to give you another wound,
I
because
have
that's not
7
very
stress
stressful.
remaining.
So I'm tempted to give you 4 stress as a result of the crit as it fries your brain.
What if the consequence is the
4 stress is a lot.
the
It is a
gauntlets
lot.
the gauntlets short circuit and not indefinitely even, but just he has to use Tempest he has to push himself to use Tempest
I don't allow that.
for the next I don't know 3 rounds.
That's 6 stress.
Next 2 rounds.
Like, I will say that the
Next 2
ghoul-
rounds,
the
that's
ghoul
4
rounds,
stress.
they still give you
Four
plus
stress.
1 die, but you now have to use Tempest to burn them.
For 2
One
rounds,
round
that's
is
equivalent to 4
stress.
stress.
Yeah, probably. I don't
You
know.
could-
What
you
what
would
is
have to
what is
do
the
something
effect of a crit?
Huh?
He gets
I
launched
think 3
in.
stress. I think 3
Maybe
stress
it's
makes
The
sense.
next, I would do that for the next 2 rounds, because that equals 4 stress.
I'll say take 3 stress. For
That's
no
less
more
than
than
4.
that. 3 stress and a level 4 wound that you can resist.
The art of the deal.
I'm going to take heavy armor.
Okay, you go to level 3 now. You probably shouldn't resist it because it won't do anything.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you have 2 level 2s
Yeah.
now.
Alright, the ghoul is.
Wait. Why not resist
It's a
first?
point.
That'll be your action.
It's the same.
Instead of taking heavy armor, why not resist?
Dude, he's gonna do both.
Well,
Yeah.
he can.
Oh, I mean, resisting gets it
It
down.
depends whether he values stress or
Yeah.
load.
No, why not resist first?
Well, if
Not taking heavy.
Yeah.
because he
Two
already
level
has 2
2
level 2s, if it ticks down, it goes up automatically.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so, Shiva.
Yep.
Now, okay, I have to describe what happened. The proton pack lashes out as the moray spits electroplasmic lightning into you. And it is powerful. Like, you duck behind the support beam you hit, and it melts clear through the metal and just evaporates your left arm. Evaporates it. It's gone. Boiled off of your body, and you step there, like, you look down, and all you can think is, this guy's been taught well. He took some very well-written ghost quizzes and dual exams back in the day.
These are the fruits of my
So you stand up,
research,
you stand up,
Professor.
look him in the eyes, and he might have zapped you, but you smile as out of the shadows steps Shiva. Shiva, what would you like to do?
Just throw a
Flashback.
Flashback.
Oh!
I knew I was going to run into trouble while crossing the bridge. I planted bombs.
Where?
The bridge intact.
Okay, you planted bombs on where this fight is happening.
Yeah.
That is going to hit all of you, but I'll allow it for a 4 stress flashback.
Could you make it so that it only, like,
I'm
you...
gonna die.
Okay, so no
I'd rather trauma out.
I'll
here's the thinking. If you really plan it
I'll let
out,
you bail now if you'd like.
Bombs go off, yeah.
if he knows about this,
So yeah, like, you can.
If I take any more wounds, I die.
No,
You can look,
accelerate
see this
the
plunger, and jump off the bridge.
yeah, to avoid the blast.
And that'll be your next action, because you act before Oleander does anyway.
And basically,
I don't want to be in this fight anymore anyway, because that gun is just fucking insane.
Alright, would you like to bail
And
from
also,
the,
you roll 2 sickness every roll!
would you like to bail from the Battle of Conduit Bridge for free, or roll to just
It's actually
disengage
the
from
luckiest
this
I've ever
fight?
been in this game.
What would the roll be?
It would probably
Yeah,
be
we should
probably.
put someone to do that.
Would that be a resist roll?
No, it would be just a roll to clamber away. And if you fuck it up, you're caught in the blast.
And take some damage.
And die.
probably
We're getting to the point in the session where people are going to start being cut down like wheat. So now would not be a terrible time to make your exit, but also playing risky could be fun, yet it could result in your death.
I'm leaving.
Alright, the ghoul, do you have any parting words?
I'll see you in Charter
Excuse me,
Hall.
one arm.
I'll see you in Charter Hall.
And then he just like steps back and jumps into the river Doss. Now you turn around, would you like to take 4 stress for a big
Yes,
bomb?
I will.
You turn around and you see Shiva with this plunger right in front of him.
Oh, Hemlock smiles so fucking
I never
big.
forgot the consequences of none of us getting the bridge.
Now alright, now Shiva,
Yeah.
I'm tempted to give you the same offer, Oleander. Would you like to bail? See these bombs? See Shiva up on a catwalk with dynamite? And just flee?
Does Hemlock bailing require him to no longer?
Yeah, he would have to know the bombs are there.
He looks and sees Shiva with a big plunger.
I think that'd be a
Say big
Yeah.
plunger.
You can either, like I did Ryan, you can either bail for free from the whole battle, or roll to get away and disengage.
This could destroy his thing, right? Same way that.
I'm gonna weaken it, and if it's very dramatic later, I'll have it start to crumble.
I
If
feel
I
like
escape, I
Shiva
can
should
keep
get
it.
to roll first.
If I escape, so I can.
You decide now whether you're disengaging and maybe join another fight later in the battle, or you're fully bailing from the battle. No roll for bailing from the battle, you get away, but you're gone.
I think I'll just disengage from this battle and
Alright.
stick around.
So then you are going to have to roll, I think, to get away from this explosion. That makes sense. I don't think we have to have you roll because you're just plunging down, and we will have you roll to get away.
Does he have to worry about being where the explosion is?
I think he probably wouldn't have planted the explosive
Yeah.
near the plunger, and
That
this
makes
is a 4
sense.
stress flashback, so
Yeah,
I'm not going to
he's
require
good.
TV in
He's
the
alright.
last release. That would be
Okay,
insane.
that would be kind of silly. So I'm escaping with what kind of roll?
You bailed. So that means gone,
Prowl, I think, right?
Prowl?
still there somehow. So
Take
gone,
care.
gone.
Well, I'm
I'm
not.
still at the 10.
Casper's you got You're not even.
A lot of cohorts haven't been brought in yet, and I'm
Yeah.
content to keep it that way.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think we
The
can.
cat and
Did you?
Tugboat.
Yeah. Did you
Well,
either
that was
prowl?
nice.
I think
Oh,
it
Tugboat
was.
was a player.
Prowl to escape.
Yeah, I think prowl makes sense to escape here.
Okay, let's see.
You got like a fin going.
Do I? The DM camp hasn't been on in a while.
You got a fin.
I got a fin. Oh, that looks abhorrent. I mean, this is president business for the Lego one. I got president business.
You're giving a really
That's
interesting.
fucked.
Okay, I guess. Well,
I am
Right.
sweating bullets
Prowl
right
is
now. I can't imagine.
cool.
You should probably take off. I'm keeping dripped out.
I'm pretty temperate right now.
All right, make a call now, Oleander.
well, my prowl is just 1. Do I not?
And this is obviously going to be desperate grade. I think that tracks.
Is it not possible to resist the
Apocalyptic,
consequences of the
absolute.
bomb?
I guess you could do that, yeah, but then you're still on the ground with Shiva at 100.
Do you want to just push yourself?
That's true.
And then
Oh,
you might
that's
just
true.
get fucking deleted
That's
by
still only
multiple bombs going off.
Who's by the ones you're thinking about?
He is. He's doing the bomb.
Hello.
Can I?
Local
can I-
terrorist. Well, Hemlock's gonna have to resolve his thing
Bro,
first. So I'm gonna do
I'll say
my.
there
Can I
was
take
plunger.
a stress and somehow?
You are
like,
currently,
preempt-
no, you're below the bridge, and you're fucking absurd. You're in a different
I'm not rolling.
Is she?
This is like
She's
this
going.
has no range.
She's at the door.
I was
She's
thinking,
gonna roll
could
the
you
bridge.
like be
There's not-
caught like
I mean,
using a
I
hand
just
action?
one him off.
All right, hey,
They're
make a
kind of-
decision. Make a decision. What are you doing?
Well, I'm prowess escaping.
I'm gonna
Or,
use your
prowl escaping.
Okay,
Is there-
prowl to escape.
is there
One
a
die,
kind
are you
of-
pushing yourself?
I'm gonna push myself for a second die.
Okay.
Is there a kind of equipment that could help me?
Do you have gadgets? I allowed. Is a grappling hook your gadget?
Yes, I picked that at the beginning of
Okay.
this campaign.
Did you pick a gadget?
I don't think I was given the
I
option.
don't think I gave that. I'll allow you to pick. I think it make. I didn't give him the option.
I don't think.
One
I was
stress
never
flashback?
presented with
We agree on
This
one
is
stress
probably a
flashback.
3
I think we
stress.
agree on one stress flashback.
one plus
for a
flashback to have a little grappling hook
and it'll give
escape
you an
that
extra
way.
die.
Cool. So I'm gonna take 3 stress to make this roll with 3 dice.
Okay.
First.
All right, Prowl, Desperate, Great, I think makes a lot of sense here. Do you agree?
That feels
You're
right.
getting fully away and can reposition yourself basically at will, but you might get caught in an explosion in the meantime. Give me a 6 or something bad happens.
That's a 5.
You're caught in the blast and take a level 3. Would you like to resist? I'm sorry, level 4.
Level. Well, I would like to resist.
All right.
Finally.
Shiva!
Yeah.
Let's see. So a level 4 can only bottom out at level 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
With armor.
I keep dropping it.
Well, I'll just resist it normal then.
Okay.
Could you stress out here? What stress are you at?
I don't know, maybe.
Prowess resistance?
I could. Prowess resist is 3 for
He's
me.
taking 5 stress, right? And I don't know
Right?
what stress.
Yeah, he could trauma out right here, yeah.
Are we sure?
And I think Oleander would choose to flee rather than die.
Well, no, but he can't get level 1 in this situation.
He can't, no.
Oh, man.
He could.
I've been running
He could
this
do heavy
way
armor,
for
but it won't.
time purposes.
So we're rolling 3 dice as this resolve resist.
Yep.
Bam.
Oh, 2
okay,
stress.
top is
Are you
4.
still
2
in?
stress.
Wait, this was prowess resist. These aren't electroplasmic explosives.
Yeah, this is prowess resist.
Oh, okay, I thought you said resolve.
I might have said resolve. But
Okay, how much stress do you have left, Oleander?
I got 3 left.
You have got 3 stress remaining, and I think only 2 level 1 slots, and level 1s haven't really been.
Those are level
advanced.
2s.
Those are level 2s?
Wait, how do you have 3?
I don't have 2
You've
stress
taken
left.
5. You've just taken 7 stress this session. Did you forget to take 2 for another push?
When?
Oh, no, he used an ability that
Oh,
allowed
okay.
him to. Yeah.
It's an ability.
Yeah, I used the special armor earlier.
I think it was called Fortitude or something.
Yeah, Fortitude special armor.
What's your prowl?
My prowl? Prowl's 1. I rolled 3 because I
rolled
took
He
much
pushed himself and did a Andy took a flashback for
flashback for extract.
And the grapple gave him extra dice?
I think so. I think I gave increased effects to Jay.
It
but
was.
Because I thought he pushed himself twice.
No, he didn't.
That makes sense.
Okay, so wow. Oh my
So
god,
I
started
do I
losing
still get a
track of
level
where we
3
are.
then?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I could.
Okay, so level 3, so this plunger goes down, the bomb goes off, and the shockwave kicks you out the side of the bridge. On par to land in the jaws of an angry eel. When in the middle of the tumble, you pull out the grappling hook and latch it onto the top of the bridge. It hooks and
Sort of swings.
you spring onto the cobbles. Would you like to announce that you're
Cool
anywhere particular? Alright, you did get great effect, meaning you can decide what part of the bridge you're going to. I would allow you to land on the east side of the river docks and join up with Samandriel. I would allow you to join the Brick Jade Eel affair. And I would allow you to get up on par with Shiva if you'd like, because you took great effect.
Did the ghoul leave the
The Ghoul's gone. Ghoul's
stressed
gone.
out?
Ghoul
Okay.
is surviving the Battle of Conway Bridge.
Like left.
Fuck.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So now it's 4 on 5, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
That's fun.
I don't know that I could justify you getting to the east of the River Dosk.
Well, where is everything happening?
I think I would allow you to either get to Shiva, or to get to Brick, or to get to the west side and just be safe.
So Shiva's done his exploded bombs. Brick is doing a fight against Jay, and there's an eel.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom while you decide. Oh.
Did you put us on We'll Be Back?
I guess I could put us on We'll Be Right Back.
Do we want to take an intermission real quick?
Brief intermission, we'll be right back.
Let's get our books.
We're going live. Okay, welcome. We now have a rough plan of what we're doing and where we are. So let's do that. I completely forgot everything I just said. So, by the way, Oleander grappled to their side of the bridge and just ran to Crow's Nest to fall back with Casper to defend Lissa. Oleander's retreated. Okay. Meanwhile, we are going to cut to Brick, Brooker, and Jay. Jay, you are still in the water, and you look up at Brick, who's charging another brick beam, and look forward at the open jaws of the River Doss eel that is charging forward, teeth open. How are you going to get your way out of this situation, Stellar?
I'm going to take out of my pocket a spirit bottle.
A spirit bottle? What's in it?
A ghost eel.
A ghost eel?
Yes.
That sounds like a... That sounds like a good. They can talk quietly. So, that sounds like quite a good match for a physical eel. All right, so then
I'm gonna open the bottle and have that eel.
All right, so you uncork it. I'm gonna say this is your one free use of that cohort. So it just surges forward, no roll required. Like Steiner didn't have to roll to infiltrate, and the eel is just gonna sink its spectral teeth into the other one, and you see it launch into the air. You just see the outline of the ghost eel. The regular eel is brought up into the air and just breaks in half and spills purple viscera into the River Dosk.
Let's go, big
Now, that's your action. Or no, that was the cohort's action. I haven't been mandating that requires... Who goes first? I'm tempted to let you go first because you are in a significantly worse position.
Now, can I reel in my grappling hook real quick and do it again?
Please.
He has a second grappling hook.
Oh, that's if this doesn't
It's
work.
so simple to reel.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to allow you to do it. I'm just
Okay.
going to I'm tempted to give you Desperate Standard.
It's a roll to do that?
Yeah, to fire the grapple.
Okay.
No, oh my god. How fucking cool. Roll to release. Oh god, how mean. I'm tempted to give you Standard Desperate because you are basically in a desperate position. Drenched in water, below brook, trying to get away from an enemy in a difficult position that can float. I think Desperate Standard makes sense here. Do you agree?
Desperate Standard?
No, seriously.
Yeah, now, if I wanted to also take drift oil to get myself
Well, drift oil is a liquid that you caught yourself.
No, I drink it.
Because you have special injection. Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Okay. So what is it?
So I'll allow the drift oil to add an extra die.
So, functionally dead.
Well, the drift oil is I want it to throw me into the air so I'm above the bridge.
That's fucking cool, and so we can have a 0G fight between Jay and the Ghost. Sounds awesome.
Oh boy.
So yeah, I will just Desperate Standard, no extra die. Actually no, this upgrades your effect. Desperate Great. So now you end up in a position on par or above the Ghost.
Okay.
So you two will now have a floating battle in the sky.
Yeah.
All right, this is Desperate Great. Jay, please, for the love of God, succeed on a desperate roll.
Please.
Oh my
I'm
God!
good.
It was 1, 3, 4. Okay.
It's okay.
So Jay, you do suffer a desperate consequence.
That's okay.
And I'm going to say that that's just the start of your battle with Brooke. So you grapple onto the bridge, launch yourself up, and in midair, like let go of the grappling hook, and just, do you want to drink or is it cooler to eject
No,
your neck?
I drink. Jay drinks it.
Okay, Jay, you float up, uncork, down a flask, and like your momentum doesn't stop. It carries forward, and you just slowly float to a halt right in front
Now,
of Rick.
could I, instead of letting go of the grappling hook, maybe cut the line, have a release of the line so I still have it for maybe a later
Yeah,
use?
absolutely.
Okay.
So okay, you cut the line of the grappling hook.
If it cuts the line of the grappling hook, doesn't the
It's
hook...
like a,
it's replaceable.
Okay.
It's a mechanism.
It's a mechanism.
Yeah.
Okay, desperate consequence. I don't want it to be a desperate consequence that Brooke just hits you because he's about to do that anyway.
It could be. I don't know. What else is gonna be?
I don't want to hand out. Is there a desperate consequence that's
How
not
about stress? It took him stress to like yank himself upwards.
I would allow.
Stress.
I think
How much
4
is stress?
stress.
4 stress? Can he hit me instead?
That sounds worse.
No.
Because that's a level 4 harm.
I can accelerate.
Handing out a lot of harm is stress.
It's your call, DM.
It is my call.
I mean, the more harm, the
4
shorter
stress
the
is a
session.
lot.
Fuck it. Level 4 harm. Level 4 harm.
Oh, level 4.
Okay. Is that's ghost, so it's resolve?
It's not the. Ooh.
Wait, I do.
I mean, it is
I
a
don't
ghost
want it to be the
effect,
ghost
yeah.
hitting you though.
Oh.
I'm just,
How about he
Prowess?
slams into the
It
side?
really
Yes,
hurts
slam
my
into the
arm.
bridge is
Prowess,
going
that's
up.
absolutely what I was thinking. Prowess.
Oh, fantastic. So 4 dice.
All right, 4 dice.
Wait.
I'm not rolling this.
Now, do you have 2 level 2 injuries, by the way?
No.
Do you have a level 3?
Nope.
Good. Then
So
this does have a mechanical
level
effect.
3. That is a 5.
Okay,
so
you
1
lose 1 stress. How much stress do you have left?
Your
level 4 is currently demoted
I
to a
have
level
4
3.
level stress, and then I'm gonna pop a stellar aid with which is
Now,
a low.
no, that's your next
Oh,
action.
I see.
So you currently have a level 3 harm.
shit,
Would
that's
you
not
like to
good.
take armor? If you have the load, now might be a good time to do it because you're going to be
I
attacked.
have to.
You're going to be attacked before the stellar aid, so you need that level 3 slot open, or you die.
Yep. All right, I'm taking all my load for heavy armor.
Oh wow! Wait, did you already have regular armor?
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk up, slam into the side of this bridge, and I'm gonna say like a rebar sticking out from the explosion impales into your side and rips a chunk out from your torso. You are bleeding, you suffer a level 2 harm slashed. And now you floated up into the air, eye to eye with Brick, you spit out a big glob of blood as Brick Brooker looks at you with a sadistic smile. Brick Brooker, it is now your turn.
Yeah, I'd like to fly up to him.
You're on par.
Yeah,
You
you're
pop
ready
Brick
to
Brooker.
go.
Yeah. I'd like to fly toward Brick's
And smash his skull.
and I would like to take 2 drain instead of 1, and use a little bit of electricity while I'm at it.
Okay, so you're taking 2 drain instead of 1. I will give you standard risky. Would you like to go to desperate great?
Yeah.
All right, desperate great. So so Stellar could potentially do some real harm to you back here. Desperate great. How many dice are you rolling?
3, a tune, right?
A 2.
Or would it be
This would be a
skirmish?
2. Or skirmish.
Either
Isn't it
one.
the same?
Either.
Oh, they're the same for me.
Actually, this would be skirmish.
Okay, well it's 3.
Okay.
Either way, they're the same.
Okay, desperate great. Unless you guys have a devil's bargain.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Desperate great. Oh, PM cam. Dice cam.
Dang it!
Straight out failure. Desperate consequence for Brick Brooker.
Yeah, I need to stop rolling
Go steal.
Yeah.
Go steal. Desperate consequence, Brick Brooker. So you smash out with these 2 bricks, and Stellar, who has been practicing with drift oil, does a tumble in midair to avoid getting hit, and you go in for another blow, and as you reel back, your spectral arm is bit out of its socket by a ghost eel. Would you like to resist the level 4 harm chewed?
Yeah.
It's a really big bite.
I'm gonna not use that.
Would you like to resist the level 4 harm?
Yeah,
This
because
is
I
a
don't
ghost
have
eel.
armor, I can't take
This
armor.
is resolve resist.
A resolve resist?
Yes. You can't take armor?
Yeah, no, I have no armor. I can't take any load. I can't do anything except hit
shit.
people.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm out real fast.
Oh,
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
All right, go ahead.
Live fast, re-die, go.
4, take 2 stress. You have 1 stress remaining. And
Which means I can do
you
one
take
more
a level
action.
3 harm, arm bitten off. Now, I will allow Brick Brooker to dissipate right here and just leave Jay Stellar his W. You are likely to die if you get hit by another attack, but there is a chance that you will be able to do 1 more
No, I don't
swing.
care what's standing.
Is Brick Brooker really going to stay and die inside the
Oh gosh, no.
So Jay, you scared Brick Brooker off. The eel comes and bites the arm out of his socket. Brooke, do you have any final words for the fight before dissipating into an electroplasmic mist. With your remaining arm, you do a salute and puff. Jay Stellar, you stand there
from any more ghosts.
in 0G, having won a fight with Brick Brooker after being eaten by an eel.
Let's go.
I think Brick has said a single phrase in the entire campaign.
He doesn't speak, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't once. Before I first called him, he said, "Back in my day, the crows meant business."
Yeah, that's his one line.
That was it.
That's all he can say. It's his last words. Okay. Alright, so, what now? Jay's left there floating in midair. Drahoslav announced, by the way, that he has worked his way up to the bridge and pushed down with the drift oil and sort of spattered it off as he joins up with Shiva. So you two have made your way stealthily to the edge of the River Dost. You're not infiltrated yet, but you will get there. I think that that's going to make for a suitable climax as we get Casper and Olegander v. Drahoslav and Shiva. Now, Jay Stellar is in a real bad place right now. Almost out of the fight, I want to say.
Are you?
Stellar.
Are you?
Would you like to down to Stellar?
Yeah, that was.
No, yes, I would.
Alright, down, alright. Everything heals by 1.
Wait, no, I don't have any load.
Oh, that's true.
You don't have any
Well, you
load.
could go back to the east side and get some.
I used it for armor.
We have a stock for the.
Wait, no, I have 1 load.
Okay,
left.
take it.
Well, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna down.
Alright, you down your last load, decrement all your wounds by 1, 2
Wait,
Stellar.
no, wait, hold on.
Make a decision.
I'll do it.
Alright, excellent moment.
It's actually, I don't think it helps me.
It's better than.
Alright, so, you down your Stellarade, your wounds begin to close, you're sitting there in midair taking a breather from the Battle of Conway Bridge as the gunfire grows quieter and more distant. Alright, so, the building. Samandriel, we start with you. Now, in this building are a bill post and a sniper.
Can I use one of our cohorts not to bring them with, but to get a bomb from them?
To get a bomb from... Oh, the butchers!
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna add a different pitch for them, but
Oh, is there...
I guess we have to use them all now, right?
Yeah.
I was hoping we
You have
could.
to have
you don't let it lakeside.
Well, my pitch would be because one is prepared that healing potion.
Alright.
Oh, that could be big for the.
So what's the butcher's plan?
What is happening?
Well, my pitch was that the doctor butcher has made one of them potions of healing.
Oh, shit! I would allow you guys to have 2. I think, okay, hey, so they're about to use the butcher flashback, and they're going to say that the butcher's doctor, Ricky Marseille, has prepared vitality.
No, this was a special.
It was. I'm not going to give them 4, because that would be insane.
He's not good.
It only cost you 4 gold to make, but you are reach. I think it would be fair to give them 2.
Well, each one was a downtime.
Yeah,
It's
all
all
specifically make this. This
Yeah,
is like
like
giving someone
else.
If they have one
No, it's
guy,
not.
if it's one guy
Vitality potions are
preparing
not
it,
nearly as good.
if it's one guy preparing it, he has to make the formula.
I know. I'm thinking what is a fair thing for using the butchers, which is their big cohort.
Wait, hang on. So it does the exact same thing as Stellarade?
It's vitality potion.
Yeah.
I think 1 is good.
You think 1 is fair? I'll tell you what.
I spent
I will
basically
tell you
2
what.
entire
So they are
downtimes.
currently debating between 2 uses for the butchers. Either preparing a large bomb for the apartment or preparing some vitality potion. Now, I will say, how about this? Samandriel has a small explosive from Lefty, and they have 1 vitality potion from Ricky Marseille.
That's just fun.
How small?
I don't know. Level 3 harm.
Level 2 harm?
Level 3 harm.
Level 2.5. Yeah, okay.
Okay, excellent. Does this seem like a fair compromise to you? And then we get to use 2 of the butchers?
I do like using more than one butcher, so we can do it.
So you collectively have 1 vitality potion from Ricky Marseille.
Do you want me to spend it?
I got it. Yeah.
Now, actually, I'm sorry. I think we should probably let Aspen act first here because they haven't fired a shot yet.
Let's
Aspen-
just save it and decide who has it.
Yes. So they have 1 vitality potion and a medium-sized Sparkcraft bomb from the butchers.
What is that? What do you eat?
I have no clue. It's disgusting. It's bad. It's terrible. Why are you eating it? Because I'm hungry.
Hey, okay. So what's happening? I think Aspen gets to act first, and then Sergey, and then
Would we have to
Sergey.
inform everybody of the bomb?
Like we cut back to Lefty building a medium Sparkcraft bomb, and he's like, "What are you blowing up?" and doesn't listen to her response because he's, I'm not
You're
listening.
gonna a very specific plan, very detailed. He's like, that's really cool.
Yeah, like Lefty doesn't care. He's probably high as a Georgia pine right now, and he's just gonna hand you a medium Sparkcraft bomb and tell you to go have fun.
Exactly.
My question is, would Aspen know you're using it?
Yes,
Okay.
I think that's a zero stress flashback to inform a person of
Yeah, it's been the plan all.
Yeah.
So, when Steiner and Grimm found the search, do I know where he is?
They
Yes,
never found
but
it. They never
didn't
found it.
Oh, they didn't find
They
you, but
never
they did
found
find the billboards.
Oh, okay.
That is true. You are still hidden because you used your special ability to do so. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You can look for him and put the cat at risk, but if you succeed and the cat lives, you can tell Samandria. I think that's fair. We have established that the cat can pass along basic information. So,
Which is why I'm gonna kill the cat.
yeah, do you want to put the cat at risk to do this?
The cat will die.
Okay.
He's gonna stop
You're putting the cat at risk? Okay. I
You
will.
said Steiner had found like a way to get up to the floor above that. So the cat could go there.
I'm going to give you, because you're a small little cat, I'm tempted to give you controlled standard, but Bill Hook thought, nope, they're not with you, they killed Steiner. I'm going to give you standard controlled, and you can go to risky great if you would like.
Okay, what am I rolling?
You're rolling hunt to guide the cat. Now are you going to risky great?
Sure.
Yeah.
I will give you a Reaper's Bargain. Not a Reaper's Bargain because it's a cohort. I will give you a Devil's Bargain. The cat is going to sustain some kind of substantial injury and bleed out after telling Samandria. And you get an extra die.
If I take that bargain,
Yes.
If you take the bargain, the cat dies.
Okay,
If you
you're
don't,
not
then
taking
you
the
suffer
cat dies.
consequences of the
I like
cat.
the cat too much.
Okay, you have how many dice here?
3 for her.
Okay, please go ahead. I'm giving you, this is Risky Great.
Can I push myself?
Yes, you can for 2 stress.
Sure, is that the dice game or whatever?
6. Okay, the cat is going to find
Okay.
Sergey and report back to Samandria.
Now it's my turn?
Yes, now you can shoot Aspen if you like. You don't know where Samandria is, but you can shoot Aspen.
Look,
Aspen's not
Shiva
peeking.
already told me that Aspen operates with cats.
Uh-huh.
And I have a spirit vial with a ghost dog.
You want to send the dog to track down the cat as your
Now that's a free action.
Yeah, it is, yes. But you have to roll for it.
Yeah.
The dog's there.
Mhm.
But, yeah, you have to roll for hunting down the cat.
That's happening.
That is happening.
The dog's doing that.
That's your action.
Dogs hate cat. That's my action?
The
You
dog,
let
the
him
dog
send
is
the
there
ghost
as
seal for free.
Convert.
That's the
I
first combat.
don't want to give you the. I don't want to make you not roll for the action because it is another player's thing. I let you kill the eel for free because it was an entity summoned by the dog, but I'm not going to give that same privilege to killing
Just send the
a
ghost dog
trusted
as
player.
just an obstacle. The cat's mine.
The ghost dog is there for free.
I'm just gonna put the ghost dog there.
Wait.
Okay,
Ghost dogs hate
very well.
ghost
Ghost dog is
Yeah,
with
like
you.
an
Ghost dogs hate ghost cats.
Well, the ghost cat is going away unless you want to use an action of profit.
If the ghost cat's going away, then I'm happy.
Can
I
we
just
just-
want
yeah,
the ghost
ghost
cat
cat's
to not
going to
look
inform
at me.
Samandria.
Can we send the ghost?
I'm gonna.
Change.
How about
send the
we do
ghost
it
dog
and
to
then
attack her? Wait,
I'm
hold on.
across the river.
Just wait. Get the no. Use the
Steiner
ghost dog to
do
get the ghost cat. Then nobody knows where you are.
Yeah, I want the ghost dog to kill the
That
ghost.
can't. It can't undo the success of another
Oh.
player.
Well, then it doesn't matter. Then there's no point chasing down the cat. So use
Yeah,
the
then
ghost
there's
dog
no
as
point.
defense.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just go for
So
a
the
shot.
ghost dog will be there to sort of be an alarm.
Very well. Okay, so Samandriel is going to. I'm going to decrease her position then for sneaking up on you, and that sounds.
And
good.
do I still get an action just since the
Yes.
ghost dog is there?
You can shoot at Aspen if you
Shoot.
would. Or I don't. I mean, at this point, Rick is gone. Oleander's retreated. Samandriel is missing, as far as you were aware. I don't know that there's much more you can do now.
You can shoot us.
Yeah, you can shoot Aspen.
I'm just gonna try to shoot Aspen.
All right. I am going to give you.
Am I peeking?
No, you've been doing the ghost dog, so I am going to give you. I'm going to give you controlled limited, and you can trade to risky standard or desperate great.
I'll do desperate great.
Desperate great. Okay, so you are like.
Am I allowed to roll risky standard and then roll again for desperate great?
No.
What was that?
That's just for control.
Okay, that's just for control. Yeah.
Roll
I'll
quickly.
just.
All right.
So that is.
Yep.
Plus the good thing. That's 4 die. 4. Yeah.
All right, desperate great. Give me a 6 or something truly terrible.
Devil's
Apples.
bargains? Anything?
Any devil's bargains?
Any devil's bargains?
Big fish.
More fish.
No devil's bargains. Devil's bargains. Samandriel knows your dog is there, and I don't decrease her position.
I mean, there is blood in the water.
I'll give you that. That is my devil's bargain. Take it or leave it. Make the decision now.
I'd
like to push myself.
Very well. Take an extra die. Take 2 stress. How much
Oh,
stress do you
you're
have?
taking it? I only have 1.
Okay, so you're now at 3.
I have 2 stress.
All right.
Go ahead with your desperate great.
Desperate
Can I
great.
take some?
Yep.
Oh,
Sixes.
success with desperate.
It's a success with
consequence.
desperate consequence.
All right, you're gonna find Aspen, and she is going to find you, and we're gonna have a side-by-side shot of both of you flicking your rifles to each other and pulling your triggers at the same time. Your bullets are both going right for the head.
This is how
both
it
of you
should be.
take a level 4 wound headshot. Honestly, it would be cool as fuck if you both die here, but I'm not gonna make you do that. It would be really cool. It would be really cool to double headshot because you both are at the same amount of stress and injury.
Imagine we shook hands and I was like,
Like I would allow you both to take headshots and die, or take headshots and trauma out here, and you or you can stay.
Take heavy armor.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
yeah, I can
All
survive
right.
this.
So are you both? So you both take level 4 headshots. Would you like to resist?
Yeah.
Are you taking armor?
Yeah.
Or heavy armor?
Heavy armor.
Do you already have armor?
Yeah.
3 load. It's now a level 3. Would you also like to prowess resist?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
roll,
I'm doing
roll your
that
2
as well.
dice. All right. Take 2 stress. You have 1 left, and you take a level 2 wound gunshot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 0 stress.
You take no stress. Have you ticked armor?
Yep.
Are you also taking heavy?
Not heavy.
Okay.
Well, can I do that?
Yes.
For a level 1?
It'll go down to a level 1 if you take both items. Yes.
I'll just take the level 2 for now.
Okay. You have a level 2 wound.
Bullet.
Blown off.
Honestly, at this point, I think it's just a sniper showdown.
It is kind of a sniper showdown.
They have each other in their sights.
Samantha is wild. Did you did not take my devil's bargain?
He did
No.
Okay.
What was the level 2?
Wait, what was it?
What was it?
I got
Oh, yeah.
level 2 hard.
I know.
What's it called?
Bullet wounds.
Yes.
All right, Samandriel, we're now to you.
Trying to put a bomb in there.
Okay. I think prowl makes a lot of sense. Normally I would give you control standard because you earned actions and tried to get people to spot you and snuck through. But because the dog is there, I'm giving you risky standard. Would you like to go to desperate great?
Yes.
Okay, desperate great prowl. You do have a fine shadow cloak on.
Yes. So I have 5.
5 dice. I will offer you a devil. I will offer you a devil's bargain.
Bad vibes.
Anyone have a devil's bargain?
Really? The dogs are still.
No.
That's the consequence if she fucks up.
Oh,
Ghost
Ghost
Dog's
Ghost
consequence.
Ghost comes after her.
No.
Ghost Dog's consequence, Bill Hooks.
Oh, the ghost dog bites her.
I don't have a devil's bargain. I don't
Like
like
Bill
it.
Hooks. Yeah,
Devil's
Bill Hooks.
bargain, I'm sussed out and I start moving.
That negates the success.
Yeah.
I would say roll your 5 dice. That's a 6.
Wait, this is a problem?
This is a
to
problem.
find me?
Yeah, because she's
Oh,
probably.
I thought it was.
Wait,
Wait, I thought it was probably one to place a bomb.
Oh, she's probably in place of
Oh,
bomb. Yes.
right.
Well, then can I? Okay. Well, the roll it's already rolled. No,
It's
devil's
rolled, it's a
bargain.
6.
So yeah, okay. So Samandriel, like the cat comes down, informs you where Sergey is at his position, and you go to the floor below him and just up into the rafters, plant the spark trap bomb in Lefty's direction, and start the timer. Now, okay. Here's what I'll say.
Well, now he doesn't know
No, no.
that's there.
So I'm going to offer, I think I have a suggestion. I haven't decided if I want to make it legitimate, but I'm thinking of offering Samandriel a choice. Either she makes the set timer, like, enough time for her to absolutely get out, and Sergey has enough time to try and realize the bomb is there, or alternatively, you set a low timer, have to roll to get out, and Sergey just suffers the consequence of the bomb going off.
I mean, that roll's probably prowl.
Do you have a level 3 harm?
No.
Okay, then you will not die in this blast.
Oh, okay. Then
Because we've established it's a level 3
and
harm
this
bomb.
would be a prowl.
Right.
Yes.
I think you probably
She
take
said
prowl.
that short.
I say yeah.
Now, I'm not going to allow the shadow cloak to help because you're no longer sneaking.
No
your
longer
bomb.
sneaking,
You have
okay, so
4
then I have
dice.
4
I'm giving
dice.
you standard. You're either getting out of the bomb or you're not. Standard risky.
Oh, then I can't use. Then I would have 3 dice because it's not.
I would allow you to go to desperate great and suffer a greater harm for the consequence, for a worse consequence, but I don't know if you should take
How
that.
much stress do you have?
I don't have any stress. I think I have level 1.
I say go with the standard risky, or whatever your decision is, make it.
Okay. Well, if I did desperate, would I suffer a level 4 harm?
Yes.
But you can resist.
But remember,
I
Daredevil
haven't-
also
I haven't
plays.
I think the math works out to be a risky standard, but whatever your decision,
I
make it
haven't
quickly.
taken heavy armor yet. I have a lot of load left, so I might do desperate to get rid of it.
Okay, go ahead and do desperate. Come up here and roll, what is it, 5 dice? 4 dice? Go ahead and roll your 4 dice. Do it. That is a 4. You're suffering a desperate consequence. You suffer a level 4 harm on your way out.
Okay, I'm gonna take heavy armor.
Alright, you take heavy armor. It's now down to a level 3. Would you also like to prowess resist? No, it's a spark craft bomb resolve resist.
And also she has no stress.
Resolve resist?
You have no stress?
Isn't it
I have
just
that.
explosive?
It's a spark craft bomb.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
announced it was spark craft. That's the precedent we use.
Okay, I'm gonna resist then. It's a resolve resist.
You have no stress left, don't you?
Oh no, I have. She has it spit.
Oh, she has no stress.
Oh.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that's powerful. Please go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, I'm gonna resist that.
So resolve resist, not prowess.
Yeah, so I get 1.
Yes. Okay, go ahead and roll. 6, no stress. You take a level 2 harm shrapnel. Sergey, you're taking a level 3 that you're free to resist, and the floorboards are going to blow up from under you.
So with heavy, I could resist it down to a 1, but it's a resolve.
Yes, because it's a spark credit bomb.
Wait,
no.
So for her,
with heavy and resist roll, yes, it goes to a
but it's a resolve resist.
Yes.
But she went to great.
I think I just take the 3.
Well, how many
I'm not going to rate it. I think it's
I only
fine.
have the 1.
Because she had
Because the great effect was that she fully
I'm
saved
taking
the
the
flash
3.
radius
I'm taking
and is
the
an
3.
additional effect.
But isn't that she got a success?
Did you succeed?
Yeah.
I'm going to say she's across the
Did she
river
roll
for
4?
free and doesn't have to get past Stella.
I thought you succeeded.
You did
right?
succeed, yes. So the consequence, couldn't have been getting hit by the bomb, could it? Because that's what she was rolling to do.
Oh, ghoul mines.
I'll say the consequence was instead stress. You took no stress in that resist roll. Man, I don't know how to undo this. Erase whatever injury you took.
Okay, so no level 2 injury.
And we will say you did roll resist.
Enough to agree.
I just take a stress. We'll call it square. Take a stress.
1?
We'll call it square.
For a desperate consequence?
Because
No, it
she
wasn't.
succeeded on a resist
It
roll
wasn't a
already.
desperate roll.
Like,
was it?
No, because I had 4.
It was a desperate roll.
What?
I should
it was a
she should take a
desperate-
desperate consequence.
Wait, I didn't use the
Take 2 stress. We'll agree on 2 stress.
I used 4.
We're putting it in 4. I know, but I fucked up and made her roll resist, and she got a 6. I'm gonna say take 2 stress.
Oh, okay. 2 stress.
That'll be our compromise.
I'll take it.
Fair?
Okay.
Fair? I think
We're powerless to stop it.
Where did she end up after the bomb?
Out of the building.
Out of the building.
But on our side?
No, the other side.
On the other side. She got a 1. That was the great effect.
I'm happy that she's gone.
Yeah, it would be bad for you if she was still
Yeah.
there. Unless, are you trying to get away? Or do you want to stay in the building? This is her call.
You should
I mean,
leave,
you've got
please.
that guy.
Make a snap.
You've got this guy and
Is
this
Samantha
guy
staying or going?
in the same area.
How are we feeling over here?
Oh no, he is not. He's coming to us.
So, look, can we
How are we
just
feeling
feeling
over
over
here?
here?
We're gonna.
Can we move
Do you wonder if
I'm
like, Jay or him
Samantha,
have like
you have 5 seconds to make
I'm
a
gonna
call.
fight you.
Oh,
Okay. So Mangio is going to challenge Jay.
Okay.
Unexpected but cool. So now let's finish off the you Aspen sniper duel then. Alright, so you take this bomb, blam! What injury did you end up?
3. I decided to not resist.
You tank the 3. Now if you suffer another 3, you basically die.
I know.
Are you popping Stellarite as your next action?
Can I flashback and do an action?
I guess.
I would like to flashback to... Well, is moving an action?
God, what are you trying to do?
Okay, I want to flashback to when Shiva helped me set up all the drip guns.
She already knows your position.
And I'm gonna get moving.
I'll tell you what, for a 4 stress flashback, I'll decrease her position.
Fuck it. I'm drinking Stellarate.
Okay, down some Stellarate.
Yeah.
Decrement all of your wounds by 1. Aspen, it is now your turn to act.
I mean, the cat's out there now.
The cat's gone.
I'm not gonna win this.
You can shoot if you would like. What would you like to do?
Can I see him still?
You can. I would say.
I'm hiding.
Do I
I'm
see
like
him
on
on
top.
television?
Huh?
I'm top.
Everyone's fine.
Are you face the deck?
Yeah.
Well,
You
I'm
just
alright.
said the words she knows you're looking.
I'm giving you controlled limit.
So
You
it's
can
4
go to
or
risky
4.
standard or desperate great. Controlled limited because you're hunkered down, you're taking Stellarate, but she's also in a building across the street. Controlled limited, risky standard, desperate great, you have your choice. I like desperate great personally.
I mean,
Alright, excellent. Roll desperate great, come up and do it with your number of dice.
What are you going for?
taking a shot.
Alright, desperate great here to take a headshot, putting yourself in great position by going out to an unexposed balcony and potentially exposing yourself to enemy fire. Make the roll.
6.
Oh!
That's a great success with no consequence.
Lightning flashes in the distance as a bullet is going to pierce your skull and you're going to suffer a level 4.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna resist.
Go ahead and resist. Are you taking armor?
Yeah, I'll take the
It's now a level 3. Are you also going to be prowess resisting? Go ahead.
How many stress do you have left?
I have 6 to take. Now, 1 more. So I have 5 to take. And
Okay,
that's my action?
it's a level 2 and it is now your turn. You take a level 2 bullet wound.
Yes. Ouch.
What would you like to do?
Shoot back.
I would like to try to get to a different position.
Very well. Would you like to roll prowl to conceal yourself and get into a position?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm going to give you risky standard. Would you like to go to desperate great?
And this is a prepared position. This whole building is prepared.
Very well. Now you will use your flashback to prepare the building. I think for the drip guns, for the decoys, for everything, I will allow you to do this action for free, but it is 4 stress.
4 stress?
4 stress, and you've got the whole building. Walls have been smashed in, drip guns set up. I'm giving you a free controlled great attack against her. Now she can counter flashback.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
sure, yeah,
4
I'll do
stress.
that. Yeah,
You have bulldozed all the walls in this apartment. You have set up decoys and drip guns, and you vanish into the night. Aspen. Now this building, this apartment building, has been rigged with decoys, drip guns that fire fake sniper shots at you, like rigged guns that just fire into nothing. And Sergey vanishes into this building. 4 stress. He's been preparing for this sniper duel for a while and is gone. You don't know it, but he's climbed to the roof and has a perfect shot on your head. Have you done an equally intensive thing to prepare for this? Would you like a 4 stress flashback of your own to degrade him down to control limited?
Potentially use foresight for that.
Everett's foresight.
I would decrease it by 1 stress. So a 3 stress flashback.
Didn't she already use a foresight?
She did. This would have been something like Everett would have.
You can't.
I can take 1 more stress.
How much harm do you have?
So you take that would be 2 level 1 harms.
Yeah, so
can you
would
take
have,
2 level 1?
You would have a level 1, a level 2 harm, and be out of stress.
You could do it.
But you could do it, or
and
you
then
could,
go
or,
for.
I don't know that it's worth it.
And then go for another double
The worst thing
headshot
that happens
scenario.
here is a level 4.
But then you both die.
Yeah, you'd have
for
to resist
100%. You both go down.
Oh.
This knocks both people out of the fight. For
No,
sure.
Sergey doesn't have a level 3. Sergey
I don't have a
level
level 3.
Oh.
So Sergey, how much stress do you have left?
You don't have a level 3.
I have 1 stress.
You don't get a level 3.
No. I think.
Yeah.
Do you have armor to take?
But I have
Okay,
1
yeah.
stress to take.
You have
I've
armor
already
to
used
take.
my
No
armor.
armor. She's out of armor.
So Espen, are you gonna hope he fails? Control great, or are you gonna do your 3 stress flashback?
To take me down to control
I
limit.
can't do a flashback. I'm out of stress.
No. You can take your last stress.
And
then
1
take
stress
a level,
is 1 level 1 wound.
Yeah, because of the thing. So you can take a level 1 harm, and now your level 1s are full. Take a level 2 harm, and take your last stress, and now he's at limited controlled. And if you tank the level 4,
you're dead.
You're dead.
How many are you rolling?
I'm rolling 5.
And he's probably going to go to Desperate Great in order to kill you.
Yeah.
What happens if she doesn't do it?
Well, isn't it already controlled?
It's going to be. I think
Honestly, it doesn't matter
better
because
for the
you're either gonna die whether or not you take the flashback.
Right.
Aspen, I will alternatively allow you to see the decoys, give up and run.
Like permanently.
You're gone from the Battle of Conway Bridge.
And you live.
Aspen wouldn't do that.
Aspen wouldn't or would?
Aspen would not.
Okay, so would you like? I think statistically it's better to take the.
Once an
3
oppressor,
stress flashback.
always an oppressor.
So you are fully wounded. What have you done to prepare for this eventuality?
With Everett's foresight and knowing how sniper battles generally work, I think they would have gone. And here's the thing: I don't know how sniper battles work.
Okay, well let's see. Can we collectively think of something?
Little hand plunger that sets off like some
Detonate
like
the
bunch
facade of the
smoke.
building. How about?
Ooh,
How
smoke?
I think.
I don't know if there's like
I feel like
some
that'd be
alchemical
RP
thing
moment
that produces
to
just a
have
bunch of darkness.
Smoke bombs, maybe.
Okay, so
Just like
Hold on, I got one.
Okay, how about this?
I got one.
Yeah.
RP moment. At some point, Everett, like, does Sergey use a special rifle?
I just have a fine hunting rifle. I don't have a special rifle.
What if his scope has a special glint, and so just by looking at
Here's what I'm gonna say.
It's a bit too complicated.
How does this sound? You pop smoke. You've got smoke that pops all around your building. Sergey loses position on you and has to like go to an exposed position. You're now at limited control. I'm assuming you're going to Desperate Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so you both make your way to the roof. You to get a better position and not see all these decoys. Him to get away from the smoke, and you both see each other appear on the roof at the same time, and you both take shots. Do we want to? Okay.
Do you want to do the simultaneous?
I'm tempted to do simultaneous.
Simultaneous roll.
So this is my action.
Huh?
Does either of them have the shoot first thing? Oh, no, that's not this one.
I was doing this first. Milliseconds. So I see the bullet enter her head
How about
as
if we
the bullet
tie?
enters my head.
If we tie, you kill me.
I will tell you what, Sergey.
I like that proposition.
If you tie, you kill her? Fuck yeah. No!
Milliseconds.
No. Wait, hold on.
Does he not still suffer?
I still fucking
great. This is
So yeah, okay,
desperate
I'll tell you. So how about
consequences.
this? How about one of you dies here and you win ties?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, now a 4 and a 5 are equal to each other. Remember this.
Okay.
How many dice are you rolling?
5.
How many dice are you rolling? You have a fine hunting rifle?
We both have. It comes with the helmet.
Right, okay, so 5 dice versus 4 and you win ties. This is pretty desperate for Aspen.
Yeah.
Where does this extra die come
Now
from?
I am going to say.
Where does?
Oh yeah, where does it come from?
Where does your 5th die?
Fine long rifle.
Right.
Could I push myself and take an extra one?
And you can also do the same. Both of you take an extra 1 die.
Well, can they can?
With foresight.
They're already filled.
Oh,
Foresight.
Foresight
is out.
Foresight
That's 4 in the thing.
Yeah.
So I could push myself for the extra.
Okay, I'll allow it.
So I'll just.
Now, I'm going to say these are desperate rolls on both of you, so unless the winner gets a 6, they are going to be suffering a desperate consequence. Alright? Excellent. Both of you roll in 3.
Hey, could I take a stress to help her by just kind of
Just let us die,
No,
man.
no, no, no.
I want this to be equal.
I like the extra die. Let Casper do something.
It's just a cool magic gun. I put some shitty runes into it that makes it slightly more helpful.
I will allow you.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely. Take an extra stress. You have prepared this gun to find its way through
Plans are
darkness.
nullified.
All right, so 5 dice versus 6. The blue dice are Aspen.
Oh,
the
I
green.
get 6?
Where does your
No.
5v5.
Oh, 5v5. Oh shit.
That's the
Oh shit.
This is up and down.
But you win ties, so the odds are slightly in your favor.
This
Green
I
dice
thought they
are
both died
Sergei.
on ties.
Oh no, man.
No,
Those
on
blue
ties
die are
is me.
lucky.
That was the deal.
Those blue die are fucking lucky, man.
All right, ready?
I love the blue
3, 2, 1, roll.
5
6.
and 6. I lose.
Aspen wins.
The deal they made was the.
Wow.
Oh.
R.I.P. Sergey.
Sergey is
Oh
dead.
my god. Get it, Aspen.
Oh my god.
It only applies when the boss is
Remember, you marked this and these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you come join us over here?
Take a back seat.
Okay.
I'm dead.
So I think I'm out now.
You've done it. You've
Yeah.
done
Yeah,
it.
you're gone.
Yeah, you definitely
You're
did
like,
yourself.
You have Trump. Yeah, you Trump out. Aspen is gone. Sergey is gone.
Aspen is out, but they're
Now that leaves Jay versus Samandriel, and then we roll
double kill.
into whoever is left. Now, do you have the reflexes ability? I don't know who should act first. You're at advantage.
I
point.
haven't done things in a while, and she just.
Absolutely, Jay, you get to act first.
Okay.
Samandriel has
I
exited the
don't know
building.
where I am.
You
I'm
did
prowling.
fail a prowl roll. You want to roll survey to see if you act first? If not, she acts first. I'll put the initiative
Do you
in
know
your
where
hands.
I am? Because that's my last.
I'm allowing you to roll survey.
Oh, so you're
But she
saying.
never.
It was a close
round.
round.
Okay.
It's a very,
I'm not
very
supposed
close
to
roll.
Or she goes first.
Because she is prowling.
Okay, sure.
She did prowl with great effect.
Oh, she did
yeah.
prowl. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you have to roll
What's
survey.
the what's the yeah what's the
I'm going to give you control standard. You're either going to see her or you're not.
yeah.
One stress?
This is just to determine who acts first. I'm giving you a chance at acting first, but if you fail, she gets to act first. So a 5, a 6. Okay, controlled position. Like a controlled harm, take 1 stress.
Straight
Okay.
bullet.
All right. Samandriel, Jay gets to act first.
I'm gonna
Jay-
just float above her because she doesn't really know that I'm there in theory.
Correct.
And I'm gonna drop a grenade.
Okay, Samandriel.
I'm sorry. I
Since
didn't
I'm
A
dropping
grenade
a
is
grenade
getting
on you.
I'm going to give you standard.
Nice and simple.
I'm giving you standard risky. Would you like to go to desperate great?
Shit.
Skirmish.
This is skirmish.
Wait.
I think desperate great. We're very deep into session. Huh? This is skirmish.
We're in the
skirmish.
I think
I don't have any.
I just
Grenades are weapons, so you get an extra die. You get 1 die. You can push yourself for 2 stress into another room. You can roll with 2 dice here for 2 stress.
And this was the.
I'm going to give you desperate great or risky standard. I think you go with desperate great because this is a fight to the death.
Spread out.
Play this as long as I'm rolling on the second action for his Reapers.
I will give you a Reaper's bargain here that you die for 3 stress.
I'm just gonna roll 1 die. Normal. What's the risky?
Risky standard.
I'm rolling risky standard.
All right, risky standard.
1 die.
Go ahead and roll 2 dice. 1 die.
1 die.
1 die. Risky standard. That is a
6.
success with no consequence. Samandriel, you are suffering a level 2 harm.
Did you just roll 1 dice and get
Yes, I did. It's the second time.
That's
I've done
happened twice now.
You can resist with prowess and resist it down to a level 1 if you would like. Yes.
I'm
probably
back
do
to my
that.
4 die.
Come up here. Go ahead and roll your 4 dice to resist.
Alright. Okay, so 1 stress.
All right, 1 stress. And you suffer a level 1 harm, shrapnel. Like the grenade drops, you dive behind the dumpster, and BAM! It sprays you inside. Samandriel, it's your chance to act. Jay is in the air above you and just dropped a grenade on you. What would you like to do?
Gun.
Should I use like an unusual weapon or a large weapon or something?
I feel like just a gun.
A gun, yeah, unusual weapon. That would be your like +2. You get weapons for free for load.
That's true. I'm at 5 right now, or I'm at 6 right now, so I have 2 load left.
Very well.
I still just use a regular pistol because it's fine weapons, and then could I use skirmish for that? Or would
You used skirmish?
Yeah.
You may use skirmish.
Okay, so then I would have what would I
5 plus skirmish.
well, like if I
You're rolling 4 dice.
Right.
But is it desperate? What is the position?
It's risky standard. I'd give you desperate grade if you'd like.
I'm gonna do desperate grade.
All right,
Then
very well.
because then I have an extra die.
Go ahead and roll your 5 dice. The desperate consequence is going to be very bad, and you're at -1 to resist.
That's cool as hell.
Which ability?
She has power Daredevil. Or like
Alright, go ahead and roll. Desperate great to shoot Jay Stellar in the head with a pistol.
For her to resist the combat.
Double 6!
Wow.
What did I even do?
This is reveals like they do.
I say every
Oh,
session,
fuck.
you guys are luckier for everyone but John.
So Jay,
Oh well, I
that's a bullet wound to the head.
That's true. Amy never succeeded at all.
She's the bad luck
That
sick.
was the green dice.
How much risk you got?
Amy is the bad luck sick.
Circle's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to use what I did for the bullet. That's a level 4 harm and 3 stress, as the bullet's going to enter and exit your skull. Now, do you have armor left?
Murder is a second nature.
You might want to have. I think you have to roll prowess here.
Let me cook.
Okay.
Or
Let her go.
Let me.
I will. So prowess. Yeah.
Prowess, I get 5. I get.
Remember, for every new stress you take is a level 1 harm. You could die here, but it's unlikely. I will allow you to bail for free, or you can have a chance at remaining.
No, because I don't expect to get out of this, but I want to do one last thing.
Jay's giving his life here?
Yes, but it will be with. But I want to, provided I live through this.
Excellent. You probably. Okay, go ahead and roll 4 dice for prowess.
Alright.
He's about to take a Reaper's Bargain, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking for an item.
Oh, wow.
It's a 6.
6! Alright, no additional stress. You suffer a level 3 harm. Gunshot wound to the head as it's going to blow out your left eye.
Oh.
It's about to take a Reaper's bargain.
Jay is about to take a Reaper's Bargain to take some Andriel to hell with him, I think.
How many? So how many? Let's say Reaper's bargain. I reload my lightning hook.
Uh-huh.
I shoot her. And then I get struck by lightning. I'm high in the air.
Yeah, and there's a thunderstorm going on.
Yeah.
I'll say you can use the lightning hook to stab at her, channeling a lightning bolt with you, with such ferocity, such that it kills you. And
Yeah, that's a really cool way.
I'm going to offer you 3 extra die here. Now, Samandriel, you need a crit to basically kill her.
I don't have a level 3.
She doesn't have a level 3. You're going to be doing a lot of damage. I will give you 3 extra dice.
Okay. And this would be Tinker.
This is Tinker.
So.
This is a tune, because it's a lightning hook.
No, lightning hook is my gadget.
Is it?
Yes. That's what it's called. The grappling hook is called a lightning hook.
Oh, a lightning hook is its own thing.
A lightning hook is a different. It's an item that exists separately.
No. A lightning
In that
hook.
case, it's just a grappling hook. Then it's
You have an electroplasmic grapple. Very well, Tinker.
Okay.
3 dice for Tinker, plus 3 for the Reaper's Bargain. You have 6 dice to roll. On a crit, you deal some heavy damage. By the way, on a crit, you deal a level 4 wound and 3 stress to Samandriel.
Okay. That's all I got. I'm going to. Jay is going to mutter to himself
I'm gonna come up here
before he does.
This is quite important to me.
Hope I can do this.
Alright, Jay, go ahead.
Oh shit, no!
1 6.
No!
Okay.
Damn it.
Alright, take a level 4 wound. Would you like to resist it down to a level 3?
Yes.
You no longer have armor. Please roll Resolve Resist. Oh shit, wait! How much stress do you have left?
I have a lot of stress.
Okay, go ahead and roll 1 die to resist.
I'm doing one of these blue dice. These have treated me well.
The blue dice are lucky.
So help me God.
No stress. And a level 3 harm, electrified.
I got nothing.
And Jake falls.
And Jay Stellar's dead.
Out.
Now, Samandriel.
So what?
Does your body fall out of the sky, or does it just scroll upwards with the driftwood?
Samandriel is making it out alive. The charred body of Jay Stellar floats up towards the skyline.
Like a balloon.
Now, Samandriel is quite injured and across the bridge. I think it is fair to say that Samandriel will not arrive at Crow's Nest before what transpires happens.
That's fair. That's
You two
fair.
have arrived at the doors of Crow's Nest.
You gonna say no? You wanna say?
Yeah, I'm giving Drohaslav armor and heavy armor.
Very well.
I guess I'm drinking the funny potion.
You're drinking the funny potion.
Down the vitality potion
Hey.
from Ricky Marseille.
if at all possible, I know I'm dead, but could you take my rage flask off of me?
No.
No.
Okay.
I got obliterated. That's
Now,
just wondering.
lightning flashes as you two arrive at the gates of the crow's nest. Almost all of the lampblacks, red sashes, and rank-and-file crows have given their lives on Conway Bridge today. The lieutenants of both sides have been whittled down to nothing. All that remains is you two, and all that remains of them are the two sentinels of the crow's nest, Casper O'Manon and Oleander Hemlock. Now, are you two waiting in the foyer?
Yeah.
So,
I wanted to be a bit deeper in because of the thing that I have done, that I have told you about.
Very well. So, you two push your way through the doors and walk through Crow's Nest. You occasionally encounter small pockets of resistance, crow bodyguards, but it is easy to dispatch them. A gunshot here, a knife wound there, as eventually you worm your way up to the central elevator shaft that leads to the bedroom where Shirley Lissa is hiding out, waiting for this all to blow over. The elevator doors close, and the elevator is going to open after a brief ride to a hallway, which apparently will lead to the bedroom here. Now, Casper, I'm sorry, you two are, what are you doing? At the end of this hallway, door at the other end?
They probably trap us.
Yeah. Can I go ahead and check for traps?
Check for mechanical traps?
Yes.
I expect there are some, probably.
Very well. Go ahead and roll Tinker at controlled standard.
I think that's, yeah.
There's dice up here.
Yeah.
This is intense.
5. All right, take 1 stress. All right. As a standard or as a controlled consequence. Now there are no mechanical traps in this.
There are no mechanical traps in this place.
But something, I'll tell you, something is off about the geometry. Casper, you have a 4 stress flashback in mind for this location, correct?
I don't know, because my idea, no, I probably do want to trap this place with like magic, fire, shit.
Oh, okay,
so
so
it's probably better, because honestly I don't know how to make idea really affect that.
Very well.
Do anything.
There are in fact traps in this hallway. Spring traps, flame traps, bear traps, cage traps.
They're not mechanical, they are magical.
He searched for traps.
You know what?
I'll
Sure,
give
that's
it to him.
fine. Yeah,
This hallway
yeah.
is trapped.
Okay.
And I'm going to say 2 stress flashback.
2 stress, that's good.
Huh? I think with a survey or prowl roll, I think prowl makes more sense. You can do a group prowl roll.
I hit 3 enough, but I can just take level 1 harms.
Group prowl roll?
Now when they get there, I'm going to allow them to act first as the attackers.
We haven't used our last cohort.
I think that makes narrative sense.
Sure. No, that's for fighting.
Oh no, 0.
Okay.
But he said that he was prowl. But
You can make it a group action.
Make a decision quick.
Take the highest, and you would take.
I would take the lowest.
You would take stress. If we, none of us will. Or something.
Can I just help back?
Oh no.
But it's
Just give him a second.
But that's on the storm.
What are you guys doing?
That's fine. He's gonna follow me to see where the traps are.
Survey?
Prowl.
Prowl. Okay. Are you doing a prowl group roll?
What's your ship?
Nothing.
Alright.
Or 1.
Hey, are you guys doing a prowl group roll, or is one of you rolling with help?
I'll roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll with 1 extra die. I'm going to give you risky standard. Would you like to go to desperate great to put yourself in a better attacking position when you get through that door? Risky standard.
Can I take like a 1 level 1 harm devil's bargain from extra dice? Like maybe I set off the first trap and that's how I know.
The precedence has been level 2 harms. You do have 1 stellar raid left.
Yeah.
You might just want to pop it now.
Yeah.
No, I'll pop it after I activate the trap.
Go
After
ahead.
you hit your level 3rd.
Yeah.
All right, standard risky. Have you taken the devil's bargain?
Yeah.
Please go ahead and roll.
6.
6. Success with no consequence. You guys are able to prowl past the traps and push your way into Lissa's bedroom. Opening the door, Lissa sits there upon the perch, her ancient throne, which has sat at the top of Crow's Nest for a long, long while.
How about Rorik?
Rorik, we said he wasn't being brought in as a cohort. He's an old ghost who doesn't want to fight you. Lissa sits there, lounging in her throne, with her 2 final stalwart defenders standing there in front of her. All of you are exhausted, beaten, stressed, drenched in equal parts rain, sweat, and blood.
Is this going to be active in this fight?
Lissa's not a very skilled combatant.
I had intended to be like waiting outside the door in that sense.
Very
Like,
well.
they'd
I'll
have
say
to get
there's a foyer.
through me. They can't just like see me here and then shoot Lissa.
Yeah.
They have to get through me.
I will say, how about this? Lissa sits behind the throne. Lissa sits on the throne behind a large electroplasmic shield that has been engineered for her using the last of Horrid's dwindling fortune. That way, we have an in-universe reason that you have to kill Casper before you can get to his love. Excellent.
And
Okay.
also why Lissa isn't joining the fight, because she's behind the shield.
Yes, Lissa's very excited to see this unfold. Drahoslav, I think you should go first.
Carter, do you want to do a small discussion and then I act first?
That sounds
That's
hard.
just
yeah, okay.
Absolutely, yes.
Or you talk.
Yeah, RP moment.
Oh, this is an RP moment? Alright, great, yeah.
Do I have to go through you?
Yeah, Mike.
And you're Casper, I assume.
Yeah. Must be one of the skulls then.
Yes, I'm sure you've seen me in the newspaper. I'm sorry for Alyssa. When I went off to war, I came back and my house was rebel and my wife was dead. And me and her enemies are alike in that way. Or her enemies and my enemies are alike in that way. And we are willing to take everything from each other. And we will. And I would like to, I'm gonna run at him with the same two-handed fucking fine saber that I used in the first fight that I used in the Unity War.
Excellent. And you have the load for this?
Yeah, I have 2 loads left.
Your Unity War saber, ready to spill blood one final time before you sheath it forever.
Wow.
Alright, I'm assuming you're going to Desperate Great.
Yeah.
Very well. This is a skirmish roll. Are you... Yeah, this is Desperate Great. Absolutely, this is Desperate Great. Casper, flames in his hand as you charge.
Okay.
Now I'm thinking we have the 2 attackers act, and then the 2 defenders act.
Okay.
Oh, or Oleander, I think we go
Oleander's
you,
got a quick trigger
Oleander,
finger.
Shiva,
Are they both next to each other?
Oleander's probably standing back in a way that...
I think you hit one.
Because I was going to say, I will use not be trifled left to take on both.
Hemlock's standing at a distance
I'll tell you
that
what,
makes sense for
not
him,
to be
a
trifled
ranged
with,
weapon user.
Not to be trifled with, you hit both, but deal level 3s instead of level 4s.
Ranged weapon user.
How are they looking?
Was it his light?
I don't necessarily want to know the actual harms they have, but if you can just give me a description of how fucked they are.
Not great.
Oleander's not great. Casper's in pretty solid health. What do you mean?
These are all raised.
Oh, those are all raised. Okay. Casper has not... He's been waiting here for this whole fight.
I probably would have heard.
Casper looks almost perfectly healthy. Oleander's a little beat up.
And that'll put me at 0.
Honestly, fuck it.
Honestly,
You use not to be trifled with. I'm giving you level 4s against both.
Okay, I'll do
This is it.
Alright.
Without a
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah, that's what that
That's
ability
fair.
does.
Final fight. Let's just
Absolutely,
fucking
I'm
do it.
letting
Okay.
you double
I
swing
want
decapitate.
to be clear. This puts me at 0 stress left. That's
Wow.
Okay.
That's the
Fascinating.
question of why I do it.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
interesting.
Alright, Desperate Great, by the way.
Alright, here we go.
Hey! I'm so tempted to offer you a Reaper's Bargain right now. I'm so tempted, but I don't know what a
That's the
crit would
first
look like.
move. It's the first
Can I
move.
shove him into the electroplasmic field?
Blow it up and listen.
I don't know if you should
go to
even
the
take
grave.
I will not offer you a Reaper's Bargain on the first roll.
I still have armor too.
Yeah, I'm not offering you a Reaper's Bargain.
You might want to take a stellar and give it to me. Maybe. If you can.
Yeah, we can do that.
5.
Desperate harm to them, desperate consequence to you. He swings his saber forward and is going to decapitate you both in one fell blow. Would you like to resist?
Would I?
Yeah.
You're going to resist it down to a 3. You can also take armor to resist it down to a 2.
I think I'll do both of them.
Alright. Casper, you can take heavy armor, expending 5 loads to take it down to level 1.
Your first date, but you might have to.
No, I wanna keep.
Very well. Level 2,
John,
slash.
you still have that force.
Yeah. And
Are you taking armor and resist?
I haven't
oh,
gotten to
so
this.
I do need to then also.
You also do need to roll resist.
Alright.
Yes. This is prowess resist.
Yeah.
I have a. Okay.
You are also taking a level 4.
I'm gonna resist both.
Just shy of 2 hours, just shy of 3 hours in, Casper O'Manon is making his first fucking roll.
I'm so sorry.
No,
I did warn you. I did warn you.
genuinely I asked for this.
Okay, that's good.
The level 4 harm would be Sasha goes to fucking rip out his throat.
Alright.
Sasha, by the way, is a
He's going
flaming
for-
Dalmatian made of cinders and smoke.
He took a hound ability using venom.
Oh shit.
Okay. It is a flaming ghost ability.
Is it ghost bug?
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch that shit.
Yeah, you are.
That's a 6.
Okay.
Well done.
That is a 6. Now, please come up and roll your resist.
Shall I?
Did you wait? Hold
Roll
on.
resist.
That was your resist roll, correct?
There's a resist roll, and I
Okay.
also took
You
armor.
take no stress.
Level 2.
Level 2.
Harm. Stop.
Please, okay, come up and roll resist. Go ahead, Oleander.
My resist is 3. This is prowess.
I'm good. I have
I
stress.
got
I'll
into
take
fucking
one.
training.
That's a
which
5 for
trained
1
in
stress.
preparation, so
Okay.
I knew what was coming.
5 dice. If I roll illegal, I die. 6. But 4 1, so I almost did die.
Shit! Holy shit! 4 1s and a 6. A 5th one could have killed him.
If I were taking that one, I would die.
Okay, Dragoslav, you have a level 2 now, is it? Or a level 1? Because you
Level 1.
So, okay, this dog springs forward and chews its way through the old Scotland chainmail you're wearing beneath your vest. Just tears it away, flesh, blood, and muscle between it as you take a level 1 harm, peeled, as some flesh is torn from the torso.
You brought a hell of an army, Foreman.
You guys sit there, slash through the chest, breathing, spitting blood, Oleander on the ropes.
You get birded.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'm tempted to let Shiva act first, unless you have a line.
I did
Yeah,
that. Just a line that was, you brought a hell of an army, Foreman, but I think you'll find the dead outnumber us all.
Ooh. I'm going to allow Shiva to act next as the other attacker. Oleander, you can flee if you
Shut up.
How compelling.
Yeah.
Alright, Shiva.
You are right. I'm acting?
Yes.
I'm going to pull out my new gun. Level at Oleander.
Now, this is effectively just a fine pistol that uses Tinker, correct?
Yes,
Zap gun?
it's, yeah.
Okay, please go ahead and zap gun Oleander.
All
I'm going to give you standard risky skirmish. Would you like to... Oh, Tinker. Would you like to go to Desperate Great?
Sure, yeah.
That's 4 dice, fine with it.
Yeah.
Very well.
There's-
Actually, maybe I should... No,
Does the
I'll
fight
let
stack?
Oleander. Huh? Does what stack? No.
We have,
No.
okay.
4 dice is so insane.
I pushed myself here, I think.
Yeah.
Very well, 2 stress. And you took 4 stress for the dynamite, correct?
Yeah, I'm stressing out, and then I'm going to take a level 1.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, I would love
Is it only one?
I also find whom should you choose?
I did. I pushed myself.
Push yourself to 2, so you only have
that.
0.
Yeah.
So wait, then he resets his
Zero
stress.
stress.
You get 0 stress.
Yeah, so you don't have to take an extra harm.
Yeah.
Unless you take an extra stress past your max.
You're not. So it's no harm.
How many stress boxes did you have left?
2.
2. How many stress did you
I'm
take?
going to take this
2. You don't take any harm.
thing to
Oh,
right
okay.
on.
Alright, go ahead. I'm desperate.
You are still at, you are at full stress.
Is this Desperate Great?
Gotcha. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Is this Desperate Great?
Yes.
Please go ahead and roll.
So all that needs to happen is this area.
This is very likely to kill Hemlock, actually.
It's quite likely to kill Shiva too.
Fuck.
Oh my god! No!
Failure?
Failure on 6 dice!
Oh!
I should be able to.
Guys, I have an announcement to make.
What?
This is probably copyright for Twitch, but it is 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Okay, I
That's
think.
5.
That's
Okay,
5
wait.
dice. I missed
Can
it.
his funny spark crap gun explode? Because Hemlock is a funny
Here's what I'm
line.
saying. So Shiva, you are taking a level 4 harm here because it was a desperate roll. And this is a zap gun.
There was one.
Would you like to make a resolve resist roll? It's at +1 die because you are with the STA. You die if you don't resist. And I don't think you've got enough load left.
I don't think I gave him the armor, so I have to roll. It's resolve.
It's resolved, but you get an extra die because you're a scav for today.
True.
I think you kind of have to.
I do.
On a 6, you're still in the game.
Please.
Don't die here.
2. So you take 2 level 1 harms.
That's fine.
And the
That's
level
more than
3
fine.
from the resist.
Okay.
So
I'm still in the game.
you have 2 level 2s and that's it.
Okay.
Now, Shiva, I'm going to give you the chance to bail here if you would like. You are likely to die before your next action, but you may be able to tough out one more action.
Shiva, the owls can all live to see another day.
Or you live for that foresight.
I'm gonna tough it out for one more round.
Very
I'm gonna
well.
try some more draws.
Oleander?
I'm gonna make you
I'm
regret.
gonna get out probably. Because I'm not
I
stressed,
think-
so.
You will probably die if this attack hits you.
If it hits.
You will, essentially, it's unless he straight fails the roll, you will die.
What did I just took 2 level 2s. You said.
And no, you took 2 level 1s and a level 3.
2 level 1s and a level 3. Gotcha.
Your odds are basically 100% you're fine.
Basically 100% I'm fine?
Yeah.
Surely.
I think Hemlock sees his weapon malfunction and says, "Been
So
there,
yeah, your zap gun just
Yeah, we
spills
have.
forward, but you didn't account for the electroplasmic field. It fucks with your stabilizer, and the zap goes right back and just shocks you all over your body. You manage to keep the gun intact and pull forward, smoke coming off of your flesh, but not ready to retreat. Not yet.
And
I don't want to just whiff my attack and then.
I'll tell you what. How does this sound? A Reaper's Bargain, not for additional dice. You get no extra dice, but I'll let you do one final thing before you die.
I'm cool with that.
Does that sound fair? I think it sounds dramatic.
Well, the problem is that I only.
You can bail and leave it to Casper. Which I think is dramatic.
Well, I would resist them to stress out. So we'll do it.
Very well. Hey, they're accepting the bargain. Shiva, you can take the Reaper's Bargain. And if you target Oleander, you're basically guaranteed to knock him out of the fight.
I have such a 2 low points.
In theory, it was fair.
No. This is I'm offering a Reaper's Bargain to do this attack now. And you can take Oleander out of this fight if you land a blow. I'll give you the 5 dice again.
But then I die.
Well, you certainly die if you take it.
Unless you crit. You die.
No, you
Unless
die.
you crit. Unless you crit.
Don't try your luck, John.
Unless he crits.
You die.
I think it's just.
I get to decide what the extra effect
Unless he
is.
gets 3 crits.
Well,
And
it's definitely.
I think you take it and you die here as a result, or escape, or try your luck and hope that you survive. I think hoping you survive probably won't work out for you statistically, so Shiva can bail, live to see another day, maybe rejoin with the Owls, or Shiva can die here and take out Oleander out of the fight in the process. That's your call, Shiva. I'll leave it to you, but decide in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm dipping.
Wow!
Wow! See another day.
Okay.
I'm dead.
You got this, buddy.
I know, I am dead.
You got this.
They have 2 turns to act. I have
Shiva,
one.
yeah, this.
Devil's
And I'll tell you what, Shiva. I'll offer you this. On 2 6s, if you manage it, I will let you trauma out.
Oh!
Alright, I'll take that.
Yeah! Use the blue dice.
Use the
Use the blue dice.
I
Why would I be using the blue dice?
Alright, Shiva, come up and make your roll.
What am I even rolling?
5 dice. If you get anything other than 1s, 2s, and 3s on all of them, you land your shot. But if you don't get 2 6s, you die.
You still get.
Hemlock almost surely.
Oh, I'm giving him 5 dice.
Wait, foresight!
Foresight, I'll allow it.
Yay!
Wait, how many does it add? If it's in
1.
incredible moment.
I'll give you an extra die.
1 die. I'm at 6 now.
Wait,
6 dice.
Can I
don't-
do an
no.
argument moment here? In case of you
I
not
don't think there's
succeeding
anything
on-
else I can get.
It's time to do the roll.
Okay, on 2 6s you live, anything else you die.
Alright,
Is
guys.
the dice cam on?
The dice game is on.
Excellent, go ahead.
Okay.
5! Success!
Alright, we got
Okay,
that.
desperate consequence.
Now,
I guess he dies anyway.
you're resisting and traumaing out.
Yeah.
Alright,
Bye, guys.
so you're taking a level 4.
What kind of resistance is this?
This is an electric gun, so it's resolved.
Good
Okay,
try.
roll it
Shiva.
or give it trauma out.
Well, I'll roll it and then trauma out. But if I
Oh,
roll a
that's true.
6,
Yeah.
But he's
Go
going
ahead.
to get one more shot.
if I roll a 5 or 6, I stick around.
Alright, Julian, it's now or
Otherwise, it's time to go.
I think you should probably bail anyhow.
I think he bails anyway because it's more dramatic. But yeah, okay. Hemlock's rolling a funny die.
Go ahead
I
and roll
have
resist.
1 die in resist for this and 2 stress to take. Any more than that, and I have to trauma out.
Any traumas out?
Yep. Ollie's out of there.
So Oleander, so Shiva steps forward. Oleander readies his proton pack, and it's not a beam fight. You take this out and just zap gun, like straight into him. It begins burning through his gas mask, and he just fires the proton pack. And you just walk through it as a hole is burned clear through your chest. You are being atomized right now from the inside out, but Shiva steps forward, manages to get the gun right on the end, cranks it up to full power, and just blows Oleander Hemlock's jaw off. Kicks him through the force field, shattering his body against the wall as your gun detonates and the proton pack
I knew you had it
reduces
anyway.
you to a fine blue dust. And when that fine blue dust settles, there are but 2 combatants left on the field. As Casper O'Manon readies his attack against Drahoslav Belolovic.
Alright, Casper. Hit him
Wait,
with
what did
everything you've got.
I lower against him?
Oh, fuck it.
I don't have a gun.
I'm
assuming. Yeah. Okay.
Now is the
no,
time
I
for
want to.
Phoenix.
I think
How fucked up is he looking?
he's quite wounded.
I'm incredibly wounded.
Yeah, you know what?
Now
This
is
is
the
the
time
time
for
for the
Phoenix
Phoenix Volley.
Oh yeah.
Casper's going to step forward, and he's going to use Tempest to throw flaming spectral birds directly into your chest.
And I am going to
that's
say,
wild.
I took no pleasure in killing Glazar. He was a good man and a friend. And if you judge me for that death, here and now, that's fine. But not her. Thunderclap?
And it sounds. I'm giving you. You're taking desperate grade on this.
Desperate great.
Now, this is in a tune roll, correct?
It is an attune roll.
Okay. How
I
many dice
don't
do you
have the 3.
I'll offer you a Reaper's Bargain if you would like.
I don't think
I agree you asked for it.
All right. You want to push yourself for 2 stress to get an extra die? No, you're already pushing yourself. You
Tempest
can't.
is pushing.
You cannot. There's nobody left to help you. I think you just take 3 dice here.
Samantria, could you just...
You're gone. I announced you're gone. You're not.
Okay, you know what?
You can.
I'm running.
You can
like
take a
I'm
level
never
2 harm as a
gonna
devil's bargain. That's been standard for an extra die.
That's fine.
All right. You're gonna tank a level 2.
As when I say this and my hands light up, but when I say, but not her, and the flames start to reach toward my chest as I am letting it hurt me to just get off more firebirds.
Your lungs fill with smoke from the inside.
Oh.
4 dice.
Roll.
Desperate Great. Attune Tempest.
What's more fire?
Failure! Casper!
Yeah, one more.
You take a level 4. You take a level 4. Get him! Fucking get him! You have heavy armor. Take heavy armor, it's reduced to 3. Holy shit. And you cannot reduce it further.
Oh my god.
What?
She was sacrificed! It's all worth it! It's all worth it!
Oh, by the way, you can resist it.
I was staring at it. I was staring at it.
Okay, okay, so I took a level 2.
Yes, go ahead. How much do you resist a level 2?
So this is a level, I downgrade, so what?
Okay, you've taken a level 2 for the Devil's Bargain.
Yes.
You're resisting that to a level 1, and then trying to resist your level 3 down to a level 2.
Oh, okay.
What the shit?
Holy
shit.
Am I just rolling,
So first roll 4 dice for your first one.
What is he rolling?
He's rolling to resist both wounds. First roll for your first one.
Okay, are these attuned?
No, these are prowess.
What? Prowess.
Yeah.
Oh, it's prowess. Fair enough. Kapow.
You lose 2 stress on the first one.
Okay.
And now on your level 3, 4 again.
No, you have heavy.
You lose 9 on the
That's
second.
6.
You have a level 2, a level 1, and 2 additional stress.
Okay, living. 2 armor that you have.
Yeah, I used it.
Drahoslav, it all comes down to you. This is likely the last roll of the campaign. Now, Drahoslav,
We're gonna see whether he takes it.
you have to kill and live in order to smite Lissa. Just so you're aware of the stakes here. You have no stress remaining. Do I have this correct?
Yep.
So if you take a level 4, you are almost certainly dead. But there's a chance. He has 1 level 3 and 2 stress remaining. Would you like to take a
Do I have a level 3?
You have that. That's the one you have.
Alright, this is, huh?
That's the health you have left.
You have a level 3 remaining.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's the health you
You
have.
took some stress
I
to
have a level
resist.
3 remaining.
It's very close. My heart is throbbing right now.
The thing is, no matter what
I'm
I
happy
do,
100%.
unless if he fails again,
You could get a 6 on this roll and not suffer a desperate consequence.
but then he still gets to go out, and
This
he
is
won't
true.
be alive.
And he might fuck it up. It's not in your favor, but you
It's a
definitely
dice
have a
game.
real chance.
Reaper's Bargain, hope for crit.
Reaper's Bargain and hope for a crit? I don't think
Well,
that's
but you have to be alive.
wise. Yeah, you have to have double crit.
You don't die.
But it would be insane for him to take out Casper on the way out. What a tragic and beautiful
If I
ending.
don't
No one wins.
kill him here, I don't do anything in this fight.
This is true. This is the end.
I have
Your
to take
teeth.
the Reaper's Bargain.
It all ends here. Reaper's Bargain?
I have
Please take 3 extra dice for this desperate grace.
So does that mean a crit means he kills Lissa as well?
No.
No,
He's just trying to kill me.
A
So
crit
that he
means
has
that he
done
lives.
something.
I have a question. So,
A crit might not mean that he lives. It might mean I inflict an extra wound on Casper and basically kill him, unless he gets some fire resist rolls.
If he takes, if I take another level 4 harm, even if I reduce it, it'll be down to level 2. He will not be attacking with
shit.
result.
Yes, you're probably
Rise
gonna.
to assist.
I think you take the Reaper's Bargain.
Oh god!
Drogoslav, I think this is the most dramatic way for it to end.
I think it's beautiful any way it happens.
Oh.
How many dice are you rolling?
I think 6.
Use the blue.
7? That makes sense. 7 dice, please, Drogoslav. On your Reaper's Bargain. Alright, everyone. Likely final roll of the campaign.
Manifest the sixes.
Don't
Send the good vibes.
Drogoslav, hold on.
Make sure the dice cam's good.
Make your roll.
I don't judge you for being in love, but I would judge her for all of the chaos she's created and all the oppression she has done, for her abandonment and traitorous actions to her, the Scavs, of which she technically belongs to. And I intend to keep my promise. I will take everything from her. Fuck!
6.
Peace and
1,
close.
6.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody take your seats.
It's narration time.
I've been in this business
You're
long
going to
enough to
take your
know.
level 3, and you're going to trauma out. But you live, Casper.
I've been in this business long enough to know. Death ain't the end for a soul like yours.
Holy shit.
Wherever your ghost goes next.
I
That'll
am
be fine what you're looking
shaking
for.
right now. I cannot believe
That was
how close that was. Like, I'm shivering. I am shivering.
Well,
Drogoslav, you step forward and you bring your blade down. It slashes directly into Casper's throat, half severing his head. A mixture of blood and ash sprays from the gaping wound that nearly decapitates him. You pull it closer and closer to fully sever the head from the neck. But he lifts his hand out, puts it to your chest, the exposed wound and muscle, as a single flaming crow burrows its way into your chest cavity. You ignite from the inside out, your organs boiling within you, your eyes filled not with hatred, but with resolve. You know that even in death, Skavlan will still live. You know that even in death, it doesn't really end here. Your vision goes foggy. You lose your grip on the sword just before the coup de grace. Your bloodied hands slick. They slip from the blade, and you fall to the ground, dead before impact. Lissa strides her way from the electroplasmic field. You crumple to the ground, basically unconscious, hemorrhaging an obscene amount of blood. She takes you in her arms and pours Ricky Marseille's vitality potion into your gullet.
Do we have a second one?
Sure, I mean, you
Okay,
live.
fine. Yeah.
The wound slowly begins to close, and she embraces you.
Thanks, babe.
With all this death, with all this bloodshed, I knew that win or lose, and she holds up her ring, some good will always have come from this. And she looks out, standing on the balcony of the crow's nest, over the smoking remains of Crowsfoot. She looks to the battleship, she looks to the bridge, she looks to the half-remained boat sunk to the bottom of the River Dosk. She turns to you with a smile. Guess we've got an empire to build. And with that, we go to the epilogue. This is going to be a quick-cut montage of vignettes featuring all of the scoundrels post-war. I'm imagining that it is set to an upbeat, fast rock song. I'm picturing Fell in Love with a Girl by the White Stripes.
Would you mind if I go last? Would you mind if I go last?
No, I have something in mind for this. I do. So, okay. Now, who's still alive?
I suppose, yeah, Marshawn.
Did Britt trauma or die?
Neither.
He did.
Holy shit. Okay.
They all live it.
So.
Or
Maybe not
Yeah.
dead, but
Okay.
only more of the crow.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the 6, Aspen would have died.
So, as the music cuts in, we first see Oleander with a new gas mask that extends into his jaw in order to replace that which was melted off. We see him in a laboratory beneath the crow's nest, surrounded by various brightly colored exotic plants. He takes a regular-looking leaf with a tweezer, and with a metal implement squeezes a bright purple liquid out from it and drains it into a vial. He pulls down his gas mask to reveal his terrifying half-metal, half-Innsmouth form. He crooks it into this jagged smile and opens a hatch and drops the corked vial down. We then cut to Samandriel, covered in blood below Crow's Nest, just with this figure sitting in a chair in front of her. We can't see his face, but he's tied, and she just BAM! Punches him clear in the jaw, sending teeth, blood, and snot everywhere. She looks to the side to a sort of horizontally facing metal hatch. She opens it and takes out a glowing purple vial. She looks with sadistic glee at her victim. We then cut to Aspen. Aspen, currently with one hand on their rifle and their other cuddling Grim, seems to be sitting atop a carriage that's bumping as the streets of Crowsfoot expand behind them. We then cut out to a wider view of the carriage to see that it is covered in ostentatious crow or owl branding. We don't see the figure driving at the front, but we do see the carriage lurch to a stop and cut to Lissa, standing there with her lieutenants and the dragon as she smiles. We cut to the front of the wagon where Marchant Kerrigan steps out with a half-empty bottle of Tyroki wine in his right hand. He appears happier than usual, but is casually dressed as ever as he bangs twice on the side of the carriage as a couple orderlies stroll out and boom, place a crate down on the ground and pry it open to reveal fine weapons. Lissa tosses a bag of coin their way.
A red hawk.
We then cut to the Scovlin Academy of the Arcane. Long since reduced to ruin, it still operates illegally in an occupied territory in the labyrinthine catacombs beneath. We see a young Scovlin student with a backpack and a mask as he moves his way through the various complex catacombs. There is an incredibly worried look on his face as he passes his way through the door into a makeshift classroom set up in an ancient corpse storage room. The desks are mismatched and made of different materials. We see him sit down, and we have his POV for a moment as a piece of paper with a big red F is slid in front of him. At the top it reads, Semester 1, First Ghoul Exam. The camera pans up as he looks up, and we just see his one-armed psycho professor still wearing a hood, cackling maniacally as he points at
The perfect end.
We then cut to Everett Sullivan, sipping on a glass of whiskey as he sits on a rocking bench. We just see him sigh contentedly as we cut to a wide shot of his modest farm in the Barrow Cleft district. We get the impression that, for as unflashy as it may be, Everett is perhaps for the first time in 20 years, content. We linger there just for a brief moment as we cut to an abandoned warehouse. A couple of spirit wardens kick in the door with lightning hooks ready and run in. We don't see their perspective yet as one of them just gets thrown back out the door. We cut to the inside with them. You can sense fear from beneath their spirit masks, jabbing forward. And we see a ghostly figure with 2 bricks in his arms, cackling wildly as he lunges in for a blow. We get a POV of a spirit warden and cut. Next, Icebox said he's dead. Yeah! Next, we see as 3 students sit in detention, looking down at their feet. We cut to the person they're facing, a Professor Percival McFleming seated at his desk. A plaque in front of him reads, Dr. P. McFleming, Head, Department of the Arcane. We then cut to Laszlo Baz. Now 7.5 years old, he sits in his father's massive overcoat at a desk. Having been forced underground by the prevalence of the crows, he still manages the remnants of his father's empire from the shadows. Before him is a cowering lampblack on his knees, begging for help. Laszlo looks at somebody behind him and does this gesture as the man is grabbed screaming. From out of frame, a massive, fatherly spectral hand is placed on Laszlo's shoulder. As we cut. We see Mike Lewis, a disgruntled accountant, sitting at a bank at his typewriter. Like the student at the Ghoul exam, we're seeing from his perspective. He's looked down at his typewriter, just typing, when all of a sudden, a savings account application form is thrust at him. Confusedly, he looks up, and we see Lissa standing there with a smile and a quill pen, as Casper is sitting there crushed under the weight of a massive bag of coin behind her. We then cut now to the twins, Dmitri and Artyom. They look at each other, and then glance over at a plate window. One of them throws a rock into it. They both disappear inside and exit adorned with very ornate-looking jewelry and bags laden with stolen goods. They take out flasks, clink, drink, and then we're seeing their perspective from the street. They look to their right, sprint to their left as a squad of blue coats chases after them from that side of the frame.
It's like from Looney Tunes.
We cut to 4 champagne glasses in a penthouse apartment clinking. On the outside, we see the silhouette of the cityscape of White Crown District. The camera pans out to reveal Bowling Street Tinctures, toasting their first successful bulk sale as a legitimate pharmaceutical company. We then cut to the remnants of the 1st District Precinct. Scaffolding has been set up outside. A statue of their now deceased great captain, Stance Holbrook. Way too big for a statue to be. It's going to be taller than the precinct building. We get a cut of bluecoats patrolling around outside, as we then cut to Lissa shaking hands with Lord General Orville Baldwin. As a camera bulb flashes, we cut to a newspaper. Local citizen organizer collects terrorist bounty. We cut to local minor crime lords, lined up at the perch, all swearing fealty to Lissa. We then cut back, as a young boy is playing in the street somewhere in some damnable corner of Crowsfoot. He picks up an old, wrinkled piece of propaganda paper off the ground, and we cut to him walking into his humble tenement apartment. He sits down next to his babushka and hands her the sheet of paper. She looks at it, and we can't see any of this, but we can't hear any of it, but we're seeing her tell a dramatic story as the camera pans over to an oil painting of 4 glorious Scotland warriors surrounded in shrine red candles. We then cut to an older version of the boy. We cut to above to see what he's seeing from a bird's eye view, to a Coleridge factory crowded to the brim with strike workers. The bluecoats are outnumbered 10-1 and terrifiedly hold their riot shields. The boy, now a teenager, stands upon a soapbox, holds a bullhorn to his mouth, and begins shouting to the crowd as his friends unfurl a banner revealing the new Scotland Freedom Warriors.
We win! That's a moral victory.
We cut now to a bottle being placed in front of Lissa. As it's uncorked, the lightning hooked by the neck visage of Rorik the diseased ghost appears in front of the perch. He sighs as Lissa unsheathes an electroplasmic dagger and stabs him once more in the back, incinerating him. We cut one final time to see, yeah, Rorik falls and we just get a shot of the stone brick floor. And suddenly, it cuts from the stone brick floor to an identical shot of a stone brick wall, and just a sheet of blue is plastered in front of us. We cut out to reveal Casper O'Manon has a paint roller and is decorating a secondary guest room in the crow's nest with powder blue paint. Beside him sits a pristine white crib. We cut one final time to Lissa sitting at the perch. All of her lieutenants, the menagerie, and the loyal owls standing behind her. To her right hand is standing Casper. To her left hand stands the dragon. And the dragon glances down towards Lissa with a devious smile. His right hand pats his dagger as if to suggest, someday. And we cut to black.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the War of the Crow. I thank you all very much for viewing. Those of you that, the 3 of you that watch these on YouTube, a very special thank you to you. Thank you to my players for being fucking awesome. This was great. I'm never doing it again. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And for the very last time, from all of us here in the Crow's Foot District of Duskwall, have a good perpetual night.